What's going on, Landy boy?
Not much. What's up with you, Tommy boy?
Oh, just here filming episode 21 of the podcast.
In keeping with our tradition of updating our viewers on the age, our podcast can now legally buy cigarettes, alcohol,
Firearms.
and firearms. Yeah, I was gonna say. I didn't know firearms are 21 or 18. I'm pretty sure it depends on the state.
It depends on the state
But
and the type
now,
of firearm.
all right. But now we can officially say in all 50 states, this podcast is officially legal to drink, to
Gamble.
smoke, to gamble, yeah, to gamble, to buy firearms. I mean,
Yeah,
grown up so fast.
it really
Podcast is already older
does.
than I am.
One of
Insane.
these days, it's going to be collecting retirement.
One of these days, it's gonna be having like grandbabies, and that grandbabies gonna be taking over the show. That's a dream right there.
It is. I think we might have been texting about that at some point. About like we're gonna have our grandkids running the show, and just once a year on April Fools, like drop in to make them, our own podcast. Say we're
Yeah,
taking the channel back, and then the next day it's back to them.
yeah. Like, look, listen, y'all have the week off. We'll take it from here for the April 1st edition.
Hmm.
I think it's a yearly tradition. We'll be like in our 70s or 80s, long retired probably
Oh
from
yeah.
from the millions the show's gonna make, and it'd be like
Yeah.
just whatever our grandkids are doing, we'll be like, hey, listen, none of that this week. We're throwing it back to the 2025 days.
Man, yeah. Actually, we started this in 2024. It was in December, but yeah. Eventually, around the time we're like 85 or something, if this is still going ran by someone, we
Yeah.
gotta make like 40 more like podcasts just all like back to back, so that even after we're dead for like 30 years, they can keep posting new April Fool's episodes with us.
I think like we should do is like the series finale. Like once they officially decide to end it, it'll just be us. Like right now, like we'll have one of these saved, like us modern day
Oh,
saved. 80 or 90 years from now, whenever somebody's like, okay, I think it's time to pull the plug. This show's been going on way too long. We'll have an episode saved up. They'll be like, I think it's time to prepare for the final episode,
that could
and they'll just
be
find it in the
episode
archives.
2.
Episode 2 would be a fantastic finale. Go out with fireworks, get it banned the way we
Hmm.
always intended.
Yeah, whoever was there for it, they're there for it. And when we post episode 2 and our channel gets deleted an hour later, it was you were there for the ride.
I like I cannot wait to see the public reaction if we're still alive by the time episode 2 rolls around. And if we're if we're
I'll make
no
sure we
longer
post
on
them
this
while we're
planet.
alive.
Oh boy, like episode, like I know we mentioned this like every few episodes, but episode 2 was a excuse me. Episode 2 was like an anomaly. There's nothing
Yeah,
like it. I mean, we're never gonna top episode 2 in terms of like the offensive stuff you said.
yeah, especially that.
Yeah, I like it. Episode 2 is up there with like February 2025 Kanye West.
It is, yeah.
That's the level we're talking. Like up there with like just you don't have the
It's genuinely
schizophrenia
worse
Kanye
than
does.
that.
Did I show you the Kanye tweet about him saying the original name for Yeezus?
I know you didn't show it, but I saw it.
Do you mind telling our lovely, lovely listeners what the original title for Yeezus was in a since deleted tweet?
Uh,
I
I
have
can't
I have it
I
screenshotted.
can't say what Kanye said on the air. So think of the most offensive way to say BBC. Good enough. Yeah, we'll go with that.
I have the screenshot saved.
Yeah,
Yes, I like the tweet because it is hilarious.
I agree. Yeah, yeah. Episode 2. Honestly, I was saying stuff worse than Kanye. Yeah, see,
I
I
mean,
I think where it came from really was episode 1 was so intense, right? Like, we opened up and
mhm.
we're like, so we're starting this. We don't really know what to talk about. And like 15 minutes into the pod, I look at my phone and see my black friend just escaped a car accident, chased from the cops and whatever. Like, I was like, how do we top that? How do we make it more crazy? So the next episode, I was like, I got it, anti-Semitism. And then I watched the episode back while I was about to edit it, and I went, dear God, I'd have to remove 80% of this episode.
I mean, it's awful, man. I just want to say for future reference, like for the lawyers watching this video, when they're doing their research, when we're inevitably dragged into a court case, I do not agree with anything that man said in episode 2. I just want to put it out there. I do not like those views are not my views.
Mhm.
They're completely, you know, not mine.
And I just want to say, for the
I feel
record,
like that's
for any lawyers watching, episode 2 is completely scripted. It was written by Landy Boy. It was all his idea. No,
the
no.
scripting was not done by me. It was done by an AI robot.
Yeah, we'll go with that. It was done by Robot Hitler.
Chat GPT.
Yeah.
It's I feel like episode 2 would probably tank any chance of your future wife ever coming on this show.
Yeah, it might. I gotta hold that back till we get Miss Hater on here.
Like for our audience out there, I was at Target earlier. I was perusing through the technology aisle as I typically do while my sister and my mom look through their clothes and
Hmm.
their makeup and their home goods and whatever. I like to peruse around as you might say look around the technology section or all that good stuff, the music, see what kind of tunes they got.
Hmm.
And I'm like, if I recall correctly from my time as a wrestling figure collector, I'm right near where the wrestling figures should be because every Target's basically laid out the same, just
Yeah,
like
the
Walmart. Every
exact same.
Walmart's laid out the same.
Yeah.
So I'm looking around, I'm like, okay, maybe this aisle, maybe this aisle. And I'm like, what are the chances they have AEW figures? Might pick somebody to send a picture to Thomas of that we see from our show, right?
Uh huh.
And hanging on the very front of the rack, you know, right next to a Kenny Omega, mind you,
Yeah.
is Mrs. Jamie Hayter. I sent a picture of it to Tommy Boy, and he's like, "Oh, how much is it?" $20. $20 for a wrestling figure of Jamie Hayter.
I mean, that's about what they go for. I figured it'd cost that much, but if it was on sale for like 10 or 15 clearance or some shit, I'm cash apping you right now. Buy that bad thing, but yeah, no, it was retail price. I'll get one if I want one, but yeah, no, that's pretty cool.
Put it in a jar.
No, I told you I'm gonna
Yeah,
put I'm putting Kenny in a
they had
jar,
two of
not
them,
Jamie.
but they had two Jamie Hayter, so you could have had one, to keep in the box and one to put in a jar.
No, I'm not making a. I'm not gonna say what kind of jar. I'm.
Now, if you were to get one of those, I assume you would leave it in the box, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Like I feel like once you take it, like I used to like take all my other bongs. Like I was probably like 10, 12 years old. That's the average age of a
Wrestling fan.
yeah,
Yeah.
probably like that. That's like I'm talking like I had probably 100+ wrestling figures, and
Damn.
I would put on incredible matches. As good as a 12-year-old could put on with these wrestling figures, right?
Mm,
And there's some of them I wish I could have kept in the box. They're worth quite a pretty penny now.
yeah.
And I left mine loose. Took them out, slung them around, played with them and stuff.
I feel you, man. I got so many Hot Wheels from like the 2000s that I look them up, and if they're in the box, they're worth like $70, $80 now, and if they're not, they're worth like three, and all of mine are out of the box
Mm.
and scratched up because I actually played with them. Same with like I was into collecting shoes back in high school, and I got so many rare shoes that weren't exactly rare back then, and so I just wore them and beat the shit out of them. And they were worth like 50, $80 then, whatever. Now they're worth like 300 to 500, and they're just like torn up, covered in mud, beat to shit on my shelves because like I just wore them. I didn't think they'd ever be super valuable.
It's like I buy shoes to wear 'em. I don't care about flipping them or reselling them or whatever. I have shoes to wear that look cool or they're comfortable or whatever. Like I have a pair of actually two pairs of Kyrie's. You know, they're starting to get beat up. You know what? I don't care. I'm
Yeah.
still gonna wear them because they look nice. They're not falling completely apart yet.
Maybe you could double check me on exactly what band this is, but I'm pretty sure it was either AC/DC or Metallica had a Converse collab. And my dad was always into collecting Converse, like Chuck Taylor's that kind of shoe. And yeah, he had a bunch of cool ones. My favorite ones he had they did a collaboration with the RX like Band-Aid brand, and and they had like a Band-Aid covered shoe that looked really cool. And then he had like the AC/DC or Metallica or whatever it was that are also just super sick.
So it looks like there's a Black Sabbath and then AC/DC.
It was definitely the. I'm still waiting for it to load, but the AC/DC's the one with like the blue lightning on it, right?
Uh, I'm not. I think multiple then. You seeing them yet?
No, I'm still waiting.
Uh-huh. I mean, it's showing up on my screen that
Yeah.
it's
Oh, here we are.
displaying. Yeah. There's AC/DC right there with guitar player on there.
No, this
Pretty
is
sure that's
definitely
for
not
guitar.
that one.
They make one with Metallica.
That's it right there. Yeah,
Right there.
yeah, he had those.
Those are quite nice.
Yeah.
That's from Ride the Lightning album.
Yeah. And then look up the Band-Aid Converse, because those gotta be like top 10 of my favorite shoes.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I mean those things are impossibly rare to find now. They don't even have them in my size. I look for them like once a month.
I see
That's like a
those.
holy grail find for me if I can get those.
I see those, and I raise you these right here.
Those are pretty
Irving
fire.
Krispy Kreme.
Yeah.
Either that or the SpongeBob collab that he did. Man, like this entire series right here.
Yeah.
I like for probably
I
6 years
remember when those
now.
came
I've
out.
wanted
Yeah.
for like 6 years now. I've wanted some of these Mr. Krabs ones. I've like the interior lining of them is money. If you look on the bottom of it, it's got plankton splattered.
Dude, these came out when I was either a freshman or sophomore in high school, and I remember a kid that had the Mr.
Yeah.
Krabs ones.
The- These right here, man.
Yeah, they're
I
fire.
for future reference, if we're ever doing like a meet and greet or a live event or whatever, and a fan wants to bring us some shoes, just know that I am either a size 12 or 13. Either one works, and I would love if a future fan would buy me these shoes. Thank you.
And I fit
That being said,
either a 13 or 14, mostly a 13, but if they run kind of narrow or short or whatever, definitely a 14.
hold on, I need to not spell date. I'm trying to see no, the bottoms of them were just like completely blue apparently. Then doesn't really match the rest of the shoe, but like
Oh, wait. I got those shoes over here. What do I do with those?
I love these shoes so much.
Where are those?
There is
Hold on.
there is something to be said about
I
like
gotta,
this entire collab.
I gotta find a pair of shoes to show off real quick.
Now, yeah, Kyrie's done a lot of cool stuff. There's another one. It's Trae Young with Adidas. He's gone. Okay. Trae Young with Adidas for everybody out of the loop. I'm gonna have to
Bro, where the hell are
Tommy
these?
Boy gets back.
Definitely put them over
Oh,
here.
you back? Tommy boy!
Bro, I think I might have lost these shoes, honestly. Now that I'm looking for them. Oh, those are fire.
Yeah, man, I've always loved these. Then you have these variations that he wore in game. His name is Trey Young. It's spelled Trae. His nickname, or one of his nicknames, is Ice Tray.
I swear, I just
I
had these
mean,
like 2 days ago. I can't even find these now. I'm kind of pissed off. They got,
there's
bro.
another one I saw one
Ain't no
time.
way. Oh, hold on. Oh, I found them. Sure, I keep my shoes in a lot of places. Dog, these right here. See that? Ferrari. More than you can afford, pal.
Ooh. Wow.
Yeah, these are some Puma racing shoes. I think they're called like Puma Carts or something. I got these for actually racing in, and these are Ferrari collaborations. So, I got a pretty good deal on them. I don't really wear them too much. I was thinking, if the sole was like twice as thick, this would be a really good fighting shoe. But there's not much to like turn and pivot on, so it's really flat and stiff, and I don't like that. If it could bend a little bit, like right here, and was thicker, dude, perfect fighting shoe. Anyways, let me put this thing away.
Oh. And he's leaving me again. All right, Tommy boy,
Yeah,
what you doing? What you doing when somebody pull up on the Sprite Fila Grant Hills?
I'm robbing
I think I
them.
say it's Fila.
I'm jacking them for their
I
shoes.
I just know that if you pull up wearing these in somebody's hood, you get jumped.
First of all, if you're wearing
And
these, you're definitely black.
yeah, I don't think any white man would wear these. Like they're just like so many random collabs that you wouldn't expect out of like shoes. And I feel like a whole Instagram album saved. I need to look some of these up.
Yeah, there's some crazy shoes out there for sure. Like oh man, can you pull up the shot? I don't remember what the model's called, but it's Gucci's like Stan Smith ripoff. It's their like very basic leather shoe, but it has like a 7-inch uh uh sole on it.
It's Stan Smith.
Yeah, it's like an Adidas Stan Smith, but by Gucci. And they made one with like a 7-inch tall. Yeah, those they made them with like a 7-inch tall sole on them. That was like rainbow, and the shoes were gold. Those things are cool as hell.
Let me think it's saved. Here we go. Shoes. Uh, what,
These guys
where are
right
they?
here.
Okay.
Look at that.
Ooh. I know a certain boss who would probably wear those.
Oh yeah, he would love these.
These right here. Steph Curry, Sour Patch Kids.
Oh,
And there's another one. It's New Balance, Kawhi Leonard, Jolly Ranchers. My lord, like these shoes right here. I'm not even a
that's
New
something.
Balance fan. I'm not even a New Balance fan, and I love these. And it's like I love these just like random pairings that like brands will do. Let's see, like what is something that I've seen some others before. I might not have them saved. Pretty nice, thing though.
Yeah.
Some of those branded shoes, if that makes any sense.
I still think the original Beluga Yeezys are the best shoe ever made.
Let's see, which ones are those?
It's just gray with the orange stripe, the SPLY 350. It's just like that shoe got me into shoes. Like I saw that and I realized it could be more than just something you gotta wear to protect your feet. Like it could be something that looks good.
I don't know why those are so expensive.
Because they haven't been put into production for like 10 years.
I mean, like even when they were originally made, they didn't really. They're not really expensive looking, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, supply and demand. There wasn't that many of them. It was at a time when they were super hyped up. Yeah, they're expensive. I'll eventually buy a pair when I have money. I don't care to burn.
I'm sure one of my middle school buddies had a pair of one of these.
Hmm.
Wonder has the Yeezy.com updated yet? No, it's not.
It's still just the
It still
agic.
just says no, no. Now it says it's very crudely written, but there is a message on Yeezy.com. Yeezy stores coming soon with a heart.
Nice.
I
I bet North drew that.
I I was gonna say, well, it looks just like something one of his kids would have written. He'd have his kid do the marketing for him.
Mm. He said North's pretty involved with some of his projects.
It's your bestie, Miss Westy, or however that song went. That just like random one-off verse that Northwest came and sang on.
Yeah, also on Vultures 2, there's a song called Bomb, and she's on the chorus and she just
Mhm.
goes bomb, 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 bomb. It's so fucking annoying. And then, like,
I wasn't there.
right before he went on his huge, like, multi day rant, he was, he was saying something about how North got him to love music again, and that's why he's making the Bully the new album.
At this point, what are the odds that his label even allows him to record it?
He is the label.
I mean, he's got to have like some sort of like management there that's gonna be like, no, we cannot release this
He is the management.
because
He owns his own label. He is the management of that.
he is.
Yeah, he owns Good Music.
Oh, good. I see. I'm not very well versed in the business side of Kanye. I just more know his, music. I'm, kind of a casual Kanye fan. I'm just recently in the past year getting into him. Now he's a musical genius, but he's insane.
I just heard someone pull up my driveway.
I'm pretty sure that there's, yeah, man, somebody just dropped off pizza. I might go in and get me some. I don't know. Low key might have to go get me some uh there's the thing you can entertain these fine, beautiful, sexy individuals while I grab a couple of slices of za and a drink.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, I will greatly appreciate it, and I will love you forever times infinity if you can entertain them for about 5 minutes while I grab some pizza.
Alright.
Fix my stock real quick because it's bunching up. But I will be back. Hopefully soon.
Alright. Well, I don't know how exactly I'm supposed to entertain you guys. I didn't really come prepared with that much to talk about. It's, I guess Landon's getting pizza, right? Pizza's pretty good. God, I don't know. I didn't come too prepared tonight. I'll just take a little dab. While I'm doing that, I guess I'll read off my show notes, try and get something. I thought I got a text. It's not my notes. Okay. Sorry, my grandpa added me to some notes list, like, right as I opened my notes app, and I was like, what is this about? Just a shopping list. Oh. Okay, I could talk about some of the fights I've got into back in school. That's, I guess I'm trying to talk about it once this is done. Call that good enough. Well, I've only got a couple of these that I really haven't read off, so we'll start with, what's that? Anyways, fighting two different guys I went to school with, one named Hunter and one named Jared. Oh, Laney's already back. Wow. I didn't even have time for my story.
Alright. What were you telling them?
Well, I was going to tell them about some of the fights that I got into in school.
Oh, okay. Enlighten us.
As soon as I take the stab.
While I chow down on some Italian whatever. I was trying to think of a joke, but it kind of stalled out.
Oh, that was way too hot. Oh, God.
Some chicken. We're having some barbecue chicken bacon and cheese sticks as well, because obviously cheese sticks are awesome.
God. Oh, God, I'm suffering.
All right.
I'm good.
Episode is off to a phenomenal start.
This is definitely top 21 episodes so far.
So far, I mean, they usually get better towards the middle.
They do. Alright, so...
Are we trying to do we're trying to do some pizza, mukbang or whatever it's called, mukbang. I don't know.
Yeah. Alright, you eat your pizza, I'll tell them the story. So, the first ever fight I got into, it was in 5th grade. It was with this kid, Jared. Now, Jared is a fucking retard, alright? Let me make that very clear, you guys. Jared is one of the stupidest people on planet Earth, okay? y'all know I'm into, dabbing, obviously, right? I mean, drop my jar. Obviously, I like dabbing. I have a ton of dabs. I've got, these containers and these containers, and you guys are even propped up on a dab container right now. Just to put into perspective how stupid this guy is. I was in a group chat with him one time in high school, and he posted a picture of like this little tiny speck of like dark black like resin, and he's like, "Oh, I just picked up some fire wax. It was $80 for the gram." And I'm like, first of all, that's not a gram. That's like a tenth of a gram. Second of all, that's not even dabs. That's like tar that someone scooped out of the bottom of their bowl. He's like, "Oh, shut up, you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about," and then I post up some shit like that. I'm like, I don't, really, I don't. Look at that shit. Look at that in there. You're tell me I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah, so, back in 5th grade even, this guy was pretty stupid. And, the elementary school we went to had a pretty big hill on the back of the school leading out towards just like a little, like, country road that no one ever drove on. And so he'd let us like sled down the hill in the winter, and he'd either like bring sleds or he'd bring a bunch of them in or whatever. Anyways, so I had my sled there one time, and I like set it down for a second because I don't remember what I was going to do, but next thing I know, my sled's not there, and I see this retard just walking around with it. So I'm like, "Hey, give me my sled, dumbass." And he's like, "No." I'm like, "I'm gonna have to fight you then." I don't know what made me like go to that, but I was like, I guess we gotta fight over it, And yeah, I beat the shit out of him. I'm gonna be honest. Even as like a 5th grader, uh, I literally had him like down on his knees, and I was just punching him in the head like over and over until someone broke it up. And then I went to the principal's office, and I was like, "Yeah, you stole my sled, man." And the principal's like, "No, that's not your sled. Those are my sleds. I bought them." I'm like, "No, he actually stole like my sled." And he's like, "Well, alright then," and like that was kind of the end of it. And I went home and mom was like, "Well, you got in your first fight, at least you won." And I was like, I guess. The whole thing was kind of stupid. I didn't even want to beat him up, but like, bro tried to steal my sled and I wasn't having it, so I would beat the shit out of that kid in like 5th grade. And then this other kid, Hunter, man.
Oh,
Huh?
I would say that's how I want to be as a father in the future. Is like, if my kid ever gets in a fight, I'm gonna be like, "Did you win?" And if my male future son says, "Yeah," I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna take you out for ice cream,"
Yeah.
And then if he loses, I'll be like, "Did you win?" And he'll be like, "No." I'll be like, "Don't do it again."
Yeah.
Pretty simple. If he wins, I reward him.
Exactly.
Unless he started it. I'm gonna ask him, "Did you start it?" And if he says no, I'm gonna be like, "Did you win?" If he says yes to that, I'll be like, "All right, I'll take you for ice cream."
Oh yeah, no, it's not winning a fight if you just like beat the shit out of someone just unknowingly. But like, it feels like me where we like
Like,
looked at each other for a second, realized we were gonna square off, and then started swinging. Like, shit, you gotta come out on top. But
as long as he's not starting the fight.
this other kid, Hunter, though, I don't know what was up with this kid. Honestly, I mean, he was also just brain dead retarded, and I don't know why he wanted to fight me this day. We had never. Thank you.
Bless you.
We had never at this point like not really been friends, I guess, or I don't know. We never had any problems with each other. I'll say we were never like close friends, but we'd like share carts on the bus or like just challenge each other to do stupid shit sometimes. Get drunk together, whatever. We just had typical high schooler fun. One day though, we were at our friend Sean's house, and he had drank a whole bottle of cough syrup, and was just fucked up on the floor, like just out of his mind. And then he just decided that he wanted to fight me, right? And I'm like, I'm not in the mood to like kill you right now, dog. 'Cause that's what it's gonna come to if you try to fight me. Like this one, we were in high school. I was a little bigger. I was kind of starting to work out at the time, not like I do now, but like I was sort of in shape. And like I don't want to do that to you. Like I know you want to fight. I don't want to hurt you. Type shit. And he just like kept trying to like punch me over and over, and he kept missing because he's high on whatever drug was in that cough syrup, probably DXM. And I just gave him one good punch. We were sitting on the first floor deck at ground level, and he like goes to like throw a hook at me, and I like dodge back, reach forward, just boom, like right. I hit him like right here and like the bottom of his chin, and he like stumbles back. He's like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And he like spits and like spits blood up. I'm like, "You don't want to fight me, dog." He's like, "I do." And I'm like, "I swear to God, you don't." And then he grabs a rake and throws like the most pathetic swing with it, and I just grab the rake and I'm like, "You don't want to fight me." And I literally just left. I just went home.
Any other thoughts, or is that it?
Uh, I did kind of assault a guy once. I mean,
Assault?
you know what? When I think about it, looking back, that's more or less what it was. But I didn't feel that way in the moment.
Is there any story to it, or is that just something you're leaving
Yeah,
out?
yeah. I guess I can go into it. This
No
was.
peer pressure.
Let me think. This was my freshman year of high school, and for some reason I didn't have a gym locker, so I didn't have anywhere to store my gym shirt. And my backpack was like so full of like all the books and stuff I had to carry around that I genuinely didn't have room for my shirt in the bag. And so this guy Sam was letting me use his locker, and like throughout one semester it was fine because we had different gym periods, and then the next semester we had the same gym period, and for like half the semester he was still fine with me using his locker, and then one day he was like, "No, I don't want you to use my locker no more." And he like grabbed my clothes out of it and just like threw them across the locker room, and we just locked eyes for about 3 seconds, and I blinked, and he was face down on the ground. And from what people told me, I threw a right hook, but I don't remember throwing it.
It's in literally the blink of an eye, you dropped him.
Yeah,
You should have entered Redneck Brawl.
maybe.
This episode more than likely will be going up way after Redneck Brawl.
Now around the same time.
Well,
Oh wait,
today is the 15th. Redneck Brawl is the
no,
22nd.
yeah, no, it'll be going up a couple days after.
Yeah. I don't know how much the pay-per-view costs for it, but I might try to look into getting the pay-per-view for it. We can watch that.
Hmm.
And if not, you can pirate it.
So I have another story about that kid actually that threw my clothes across the locker room.
Okay.
So we were in the same friend group, so even after that day, we still saw each other a lot. Actually, there was another time that he tried to fight me. Keep in mind, this kid throughout his entire life has been like a foot shorter and 100 pounds lighter than me. So even at this time when I was like 5'10", 180, he was still like 4'10", like 80, or maybe 90, I don't know. And we were just at the beach one day, and he just like jumped on my back, and he was like, "I'm gonna beat your ass," and I was like, "Okay." And I did a front flip and just landed straight on top of him. Like I literally flipped over onto my back and just crushed him.
And I think if you tried to like break out like actual wrestling moves, if they were getting another fight, that could genuinely work.
Oh, it definitely would. If someone's on your back and you just lean forward to where they're like flat on top, and then you just jump forward, you'll like land basically on their head.
Try to break out like a Jamie Hayter triple German suplex.
Imagine, because Swerve also did a triple German suplex. Imagine me and
You
Swerve
love that
fighting,
apparently.
and we go like suplex for suplex, throwing each other over our backs like one after the other. He throws me over, and then he's like at the edge of the ring, like looking at the crowd, and then I pick him up, throw him over my back. I'm cheering out to the crowd. We do that like 8 times in a row.
If you ever get an AEW contract, I need to see that in a match.
Oh yeah. Oh dude,
I need to see you pull that off.
I'm gonna be in the ring and the writers' room. They're gonna have me writing every match.
Every match.
Every match.
If you had to plan a match right now between two people at AEW, like just tell me what is your plan? How are you gonna plan out a match?
Can I insert myself as a character in the match?
Go for it. This is your match. You can anybody you want.
Alright, so this is my breakout match. My first round ever in AEW, right?
Tommy Boy versus Jimmy Hayter in a Diddy Chess exhibition.
Okay, that's round 2. So my first ever match in AEW, right? Me versus Kenny Omega, okay? I've been thinking about this a lot, actually. I was thinking about this in the shower today. Me versus Kenny Omega, okay? He walks out, right? He walks out first. He does his thing. The fireworks go off, smoke spraying, big entrance like he always does. And then they're like, and our newest contestant, and they bring me in, right? And I'm playing 10-wheel drive. I just walk in kind of slow, looking around at the crowd. No one's cheering because they don't know who the fuck I am, right? Okay, I just heard whatever car that was drive away. All right, I didn't even know it was still there. Yeah, so I walk out, right? I'm looking at the crowd. No one's cheering, obviously, because they don't know me. I'm not famous. This is my first round of AEW. I hop in the ring. It's kind of dark, right? Spotlight drops
Mhm.
onto the stage, illuminating both of us standing at the edges. There's a microphone in the center. Kenny walks over. He gives some sort of speech about, how I'm walking into the lion's den. Don't know what I'm in for. AEW's not, for the light or weak or whatever. He's just bullying me, essentially. And then I grab the mic and I was like, "We'll see about that, Kenny." And then the bell rings. Ding ding. All the lights are on, and we just start going at it. I think at first, despite me not really liking how WWE has like fighting segments, I think me and Kenny should have like a fighting segment where we're like bouncing off the ropes, like throwing punches at each other, throwing like clotheslines at each other. Kind of light stuff, just roughing each other up. But then like
Right.
one of those times, he'll like go to like throw me into the ring, and then I'll like jump up to the throw me into the ring. Sorry, throw me into the rope, and then I'll like jump up onto the top rope, and then do a gainer, which is a backflip, but you jump forward, so you go like that.
Mhm.
Do like a gainer onto Kenny Omega, take him down, German suplex him, maybe 2 or 3 times in a row. We'll see. And then let him do some similar stuff to me. German suplex me. Do like an elbow dive off the top rope, whatever. Let him get some cinematics in, and then we'll just start trading big air blows like that. Eventually, like throwing each other out of the ring. And then I kind of want to do something like he did with Will Ospreay, where they were climbing up the scaffolding. But I want us to actually
Uh-huh.
fight on the scaffolding and be like throwing hooks at each other until one of us falls off and falls through a table. And then at that point, I want whoever's still up on the scaffolding to jump down, land on the person on the table, and then whoever got landed on picks up the person who just did the jump and slams them into the announcer's table, breaks it, and then holds their leg up, counts to 3, and then, well, I guess I would put him into the table, hold his leg up, count to 3, and then I'd win, and I'd give a modified version of Jamie Hayter's speech from Knoxville in the ring about Kenny Omega.
So basically, it's a false count anywhere match.
Something like that.
I mean, you remember false count anywhere, right? It's like the match can end anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So that could that could work. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know if Kenny Omega wants to lose to me, but
I don't know if if you could pull off half the stuff you say
I
you
could.
could once you actually got in a ring, but
I've done half of it on a trampoline.
the ring isn't bouncy like a trampoline.
The rope is. My ring's gonna
No,
be.
those ropes are pretty tense. I'm pretty sure that the the gym, whatever, the training academy, the wrestling school Sean went to is in like La Follette or whatever, however you pronounce that. I don't know. I've never been.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's where his wrestling school is, though. Whenever he was training, I don't know if he told you about that, but he went to a wrestling school, right?
I don't think you told me about that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was going to a wrestling school about a year ago. Anyway, uh, biggest thing about that is the ring isn't bouncy. So, like, I'm sure what we could do is like ask Sean, like, be like, "Yo, do you think the owner of that school would be cool if Tommy Boy slid up there, tried to screw around in the ring for a couple hours, see what he can do."
Okay, first of all, the AEW ring is bouncy as fuck. I don't know if you saw it. It was like boom, 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 boom when they're stepping on it. All right, that thing is legitimately like a trampoline.
Mm.
Yeah, that thing
It's
had
still
some.
just metal and wood.
No, that thing had some give to it. There's some springs in there. There's some tensile material like hanging up there. There's no. There's wood does not bend like that. You can't bow a 2x4 like that, let alone fucking 50 of them in a row.
Let's see here. That's what's underneath the AEW ring. Oh, here's a perfect example of just like how the AEW ring is built.
I want to see because I don't believe it's nearly as stiff as you think it is. Because my eyes were not lying to me when I saw just how fucking bouncy that thing was. I mean, even the announcer dude with the blue suit, when he was stepping around there, you could see it sinking down like 3 inches every time he stepped.
Hopefully this will load soon. I'm looking at a picture right now. Here it is. See,
I'm still waiting for whatever that is to come in. It's not showing yet. I can't even see you, Landy boy. You're frozen like this. So it's a little bit of a sus pose. Kind of like it though. Anyways, while we're waiting for Landy boy to get back, I'll just say, first of all, I don't believe whatever this picture's gonna be, because that AEW man is like ba-boing, ba-boing, ba-boing. Like, I've been on trampolines that honestly had less give than that mat. And, whenever we start FWC and... What? What just happened? Well, alright, you guys can still hear me, so... I guess I'll try to restart Discord. Anyways, so whenever we start AEW and all that, and I actually built the ring for us, I'm gonna make it just as loud and crashy and whatever as any other ring is, but it's not gonna like hurt to land on. I'm gonna make it like a soft kind of bouncy ring so that we can do like better tricks, take bigger falls, put on a better show, and not like kill ourselves. Because I don't know. I think that's the ultimate goal, honestly, of wrestling, is to put on the absolute best show without really getting hurt, and that's the way that FWC is going to put it on, because I'm going to build the ring, and that's just how it's going to be. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it. It's going to take a lot of testing, honestly. I'm probably going to make like 3 or 4 different renditions of a ring before I make like a really solid version that I'm like, yeah, that's the one, type shit. But yeah, we'll get there. It'll work. But I honestly, while we're waiting for Landy, I'll go into Paint and I'll draw you guys a bit of an idea of what I want to do. So, alright, let's say this is our mat here, right? Take this, and then we'll say this is like a padded layer here, right? And then we've got like the actual, alright, this is not good, but this is like the actual mat that goes like on top, you know, like the part you're standing on with like the logos. And then you've got like a spongy layer right here, right? It's kind of thick, and then we've got like a slightly firmer, thicker like pad here. Sort of a, well, not thicker. It's gonna be really thin and really dense, but that's gonna help you to like keep your footing on the softer material without giving like a ton of give and making it seem like you're just like falling through the floor type shit. Still waiting for that. All right, and then we'll have 2x4s going underneath it here, and all these 2x4s are going to be held up by springs going this way, right? And I'm going to get really tight springs so that the planks don't really have any give, and they'll be hanging like, you know, just like a 1/4 inch above the actual like metal assembly here, like the legs going down, and then there's going to be like the side with the curtain here that like holds all that in, and then the ropes going up. And I don't know what the ropes are going to be made out of exactly, but whatever it is that I put in here, it's going to be fairly stiff, not just like straight like rope like they use in WWE. It's going to be a little bouncy so that you can do what you got to do, but that should give you guys an idea. Anyways, are we back with Landy Boy yet? Are
Yeah,
we
we're back?
Okay.
Did it stop recording?
No, my Discord crashed. I don't know why.
Okay, so it's but we're recording still.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, as I was gonna say before, you know, we got cut off.
Yeah,
Here's
actually,
the AEW.
while I was waiting for this to pull back up, oh damn.
Pretty good you know, representation. It's just steel frame, wood, very thin foam. Like you can see, like it's pretty
Yeah.
thin. It wraps over the edge. That's, you know, not very cushiony. And then some canvas.
Well,
That's what they're falling on.
while we were waiting for all this to come back, I actually drew a picture of what my ring would be like.
Oh.
It's not a good picture, I'll tell you, but I can describe it as we're going along.
Hey,
So let me
you
know.
need me to like?
Yeah, just go ahead and watch that. Let me know when you can see it. Okay.
Yeah, just stops. Okay, I can see it.
Okay, so that. Alright, you see the yellow, blue, and black layers?
Yes.
This is a terrible picture. The really thin black one here is, wait, actually, let me go into paint so you can see my mouse when I'm moving around. Alright, so this right here is where you're going to be standing on. The black is the top canvas layer that's going to have the logos and everything on it. This blue layer here is going to be like a soft padding. It's supposed to absorb the brunt of most of the impact. It's going to be like a bed topper type material. This yellow layer is going to be a thin, sort of dense rubbery material meant to take most of the shock of the impact. And then the brown here is 2x4s, which are going to be held up by springs, really like high tensile springs, so that they don't move a lot and they don't like bounce up and down too much. And that's going to be just like a 1/4 inch over the actual steel frame, which is then going to like wrap around to like hold the springs in place. And then the black up here is going to be the ropes, which I don't think are going to be actual rope in my ring. They'd be something slightly more elastic so you can get a bigger jump off it, but it's not going to be like, you know, it's not going to be awkward. It'll probably end up being like just a different type of material for the rope, but still like a rope type thing, obviously. That's my general idea of the ring. This is the absolute worst picture I could have drawn, but that was just like a 30-second way to get my idea out of about how the ring was going to be built.
Different companies use like different, things for their ropes. I know, like some companies use like actual rope wrapped in like tape and then,
Mhm.
stuff like that. Some companies use like some sort of like wire encased with like a hose in. I'm pretty sure the WWE uses like some sort of cable
I
and
was
then they
yeah.
wrap it. No, I think WWE uses rope. I'm pretty sure AEW uses the cable wrapped in tubing.
Yeah, I was
I'm
thinking
pretty sure WWE uses rope.
if you took like nylon or some kind of fabric that's pretty stretchy, and then you stretch it out almost to its tensile limit and twisted that into a giant rope, you'd have a very dense, very strong rope that isn't as like hard and scratchy as like whatever the typical rope material is, but it would have a little more spring to it, so like throwing your whole body into it and bouncing off, you'd carry a little momentum, it wouldn't hurt as bad. And then when you jump off, like as long as it's tensioned correctly, like within the ring, it's still gonna be solid enough to jump off of, but it's gonna have like a little like spring to it to kind of like push you up, you know.
Right.
I
So I can
want,
get this picture
yeah.
like actually load.
My
No
whole
picture want
ring,
me to
the
pull
whole
up.
idea of it is like it's gonna be just as loud, if not louder, than a WWE ring or an AEW ring, but it's not gonna hurt as much to land on, and you're gonna be able to jump higher off of it. So like, I'm thinking, we might have our typical like low air or just on the ground wrestling segments, like most wrestling places do. But when it comes time for the big aerial shows, we can put on like actual like gymnastic quality aerial shows where people are jumping, 8, 10 feet in the air, doing like a whatever moves onto the mat and like not breaking every bone in their body, and they can just like do it over and over, and it's all about the show really, just being able to put it on.
All right. Here we go. This is the picture I was looking for.
All right,
This is
let's see
a
it.
perfect picture. This is a perfect picture that shows like what you're falling onto. I mean, that's you seen it yet?
No, not yet. Waiting for that Intel Pentium power to kick in.
Oh boy, yeah. I need to get a different computer for quite a few reasons. Actually, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, I was telling you earlier, just by a text that I'm gonna let you borrow my laptop, which has like I don't know, Ryzen 5, maybe 5500, I think, and like a 1060, and that'll at least like make the podcast pretty seamless. And then when we go to start making a game, it'll do
Yeah.
most of the alpha stuff.
See, I thought I didn't know what genre we were gonna make until you mentioned a shooter. I had no idea.
Yeah, I mean, I want to make. I've always wanted to make games. I wanted to make a racing game and a first-person
Mm.
shooter, and I think the first-person shooter is probably the easier way to go at first.
I feel like a wrestling game would be pretty fun, but like only
So hard to
have
make.
people from our life in, and then like you'll be a character, I'll be a character, Sean be a character.
We make
You know
FWC the game before we even have a wrestling company.
exactly. I
uh,
mean, we'll put
you know
we'll
what?
put Jamie Hayter in there's DLC.
You know what? While we're making our first-person shooter, let's try to model a couple characters after us and people we know, and see if we can make an FWC game just as like a little side
Ooh,
project. Once we got like animations and character models and all
phenomenal.
that, we just gotta make a little arena and make the move sets and all that. We'll just let Sean see it and be like, "What do you think? Should we like just put this on the Xbox store? See if people want to give us $10 for it. All proceeds go to starting the company."
Man, are we gonna have hand-to-hand combat features in our shooting game, or is it just gonna be straight up like pew pew pew, you know, stuff like that?
I mean, shit, if we're gonna make a wrestling game on the side, I feel like we should add like a few boxing elements or wrestling elements, whatever, to
Yeah.
the game, just as a fun feature. You can, like you grab an enemy and just like German suplex them, but like they land on their head and die that way, or like you DDT them, but like you actually just hit their head through the floor and break their spine.
Ooh, I feel like an over-the-top game kind of like that would be fun. Like, kind of like Mortal Kombat, but like, without the supernatural parts of it.
Do
Like,
Mortal
basically, it'd be
Kombat
like,
with like wrestling characters? Yo, that would go, dog.
exactly
That would go insane. All right.
Mortal Kombat with wrestling moves. Like you can't be like summoning undead powers or throwing
Yeah,
fireballs
yeah.
or summoning whatever summoning a literal demon spawn.
You know what we gotta do?
But it'd be like a
We'll
what?
we'll make we got all right. We should also just make an FWC game, like for real. Like make a wrestling game that's like kind of Mortal Kombat ish, and like that'll be like our niche as the wrestling game. And then
Okay.
we'll model a couple AEW characters into it, and then we'll send it to someone at AEW and be like, check this out. It's better than your game. We modeled some of your characters. If you want, we'll model the rest and we'll license this as an AEW game.
Perfect. Perfect. I mean, because I don't know if you played Fight Forever, but Fight Forever is not that good of a game.
I did not, but I saw it was on sale and Jamie Hayter's in it.
Are you gonna get it just for Jamie Hayter?
I almost spent like $20 on the game and like $30 on the season pass to get Jamie. And then you said it was one of the worst games ever, and I was like, alright, maybe not.
I listen. I mean, some people might like it. You might enjoy it. It's very arcadey. I don't know if you like arcade, for your wrestling games, if you've ever played them, or if you like, straight up simulation.
I played
It's hard to find a good simulation
2K14
game.
a couple times, and I couldn't understand it.
It's like since I've had like about 10 years of WWE game experience under my belt now, I'm pretty good at it. I'm fairly confident I could beat just about anybody in a WWE 2K game.
You probably could.
Love it. Like I need to I need to get
Let's go,
2K25. It's coming out
Steven!
literally next month. Let's go,
I
Steven!
love that kid.
I love you, Steven!
God, that kid was awesome. Yeah.
I don't know if that was I thought it was a grown woman.
I thought it was a kid. Honestly, there's no way that was a grown woman. That had to be a kid just having fun.
It sounded like a grown woman.
God, I love the guy that said "eat shit, Will," because you can hear it in the episode. They just go silent for a second. Eat shit, Will. The guy's a legend.
Now, I will say I wish I could have
Oh,
did a
I
couple
see
of
it.
taunts, did a couple. Oh, you finally see it?
Yeah.
It took that long?
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, but that's what a wrestling ring is basically constructed of.
That's what a cheap, shitty loser brand wrestling ring is like. Not what ours is gonna be like.
WWE rings are top of the line.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what they tell you, I don't believe it.
They're
If
probably
they
spending
were
hundreds of
no, if they were
they're
really
probably
top of the
spending like
line,
hundreds of thousands a year on ring maintenance alone.
if they were really top of the line rings, Mick Foley would not have fallen through it.
He might still have. Bro, listen, this right here, man. This is a dream for like every kid who had wrestling figures growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Have this big of a setup.
Is that Mick Foley falling through the ring? Or the cage? Or the cell? Or whatever it's called?
Oh, right here.
Yeah. That's him breaking
I
through the cage,
can't
isn't
tell.
it?
I cannot tell. That's way too blurry.
But like that, who else is falling through the ring like that?
I mean, like this is. I mean, when you have the figures, you can do whatever you want with it.
Yeah, but look how fat that figure is too. That has to be him.
I don't feel like pulling up a TikTok to watch on the because I don't feel like logging in on a desktop for TikTok. I'm pretty sure that's on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Anyways,
I mean,
I'm gonna build the best ring in the history of wrestling, and every wrestling company after is gonna contract me to make them a ring.
yeah, this is such a stupid place to put a ring. I don't know who decided to put it there of all places. You
Huh.
could barely fit that in there.
There's nothing wrong with
You
it.
get if you get thrown to the ropes right here, you're gonna smack into a wall.
Not really.
I mean, listen, you were talking about your entrance, right? Now this reminds me. If you had your entrance, right, are you gonna do
Yeah.
something flashy, or are you gonna do something just like low key, something you just like walk out there, music playing, just trying to look tough, or you're actually gonna do something that gets the crowd hyped up with you.
Well, like I said, like very first match I ever do in AEW, right? Like this is just pipe dream type shit. First ever wrestling match professional match I ever do. Maybe we'll do some practice ones, but like walking out to AEW, I genuinely just want to have 10-wheel drive playing, and I just want to walk out kind of slow and just look around at the crowd, and maybe do like a few hand signals, whatever. Try to get them a little hyped up. But they're not gonna know who I am, so they're not gonna be cheering that much for me. I don't feel like, and I'd rather have this mystique of a new character that just comes in and just owns like someone that's kind of big in the company, like Kenny Omega, and then you know I just figure it out from there. Get bigger and flashier every time until I'm like as big of a name as those guys.
You're like Kenny Omega with the fireworks
I'd
going off
eventually get to that
before
point,
you like
yeah.
go out there and talk, just to
Yeah,
go out there
I
and
was
talk.
thinking that. Yeah.
That's I still can't get over that. The only guy who got fireworks all night was just it's Kenny. Like, he's Kenny freaking Omega. He's a big deal, you know. But even then, he was just going out there to like have a promo for a minute. I mean, eventually it started off, or led to a fight, but it started off as just two guys going out there to talk trash to each other.
It took dive
I love
surgery,
how
almost killing me, for anyone to know who you are, Will.
I love how like, in the span of about 5 minutes it went from you know Will and Kenny being like, "I hate you, Will," and like Will with his brother voice like, "Oh, I'm gonna rip your head off, Kenny. I'm gonna murder you." 5 minutes later, it's gonna be Kenny and Will versus the Don Callis family.
Mm-hmm.
Totally ignored 5 minutes ago. We wanted to hate each other and kill each other. Now we're teammates.
Yeah.
Funny how that happened.
Yeah, there was a real
I
quick plot change there, but it was still a good match.
I still, I mean, this wasn't technically a match, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, whatever it was.
Fine, a segment, a good
Yeah.
segment. Now, I will say it was pretty awesome being on the side where he actually did the moonsault. We actually got to see it. We got to. That was incredible to see. It was so cool.
I don't know if you remember when they had like the no name nobody coming to get beat up. The guy wearing the
Yeah.
the the silver glittery diaper thing, and he was just like standing in the corner of the ring in the dark for like 5 minutes. I remember. I don't know if you remember when the announcer guy came up, but he grabbed the mic. He goes, "Get off my stage." He like points at the guy. He's like, "Go." I was like, dude, that has to be so embarrassing.
I mean, you talking about when the guy came up from backstage to talk?
Whatever the announcer guy with the blue suit was, he was out there to like announce something
Oh,
real quick. But the guy with
oh,
the
Justin Robert.
yeah, Justin Roberts. But the guy with the silver diaper was
Love
on
him.
stage waiting in the dark because he thought his match was gonna start. And then and then Justin's like, "Get off my stage."
Bro, I love how Justin Roberts comes out there or whatever. He's like, let's get a shout out for Bob.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah,
Shout out
like
Bob.
I love Bob so much. He just looks like a happy, old man who loves wrestling.
Yeah. You know the show Kim's Convenience.
Oh, I love that.
He
I love
looks
that.
like that guy if he was into wrestling.
He looks like Mr. Kim if he was like a little bit, slimmer in the belly, just
Yeah.
slightly.
And went to AEW matches.
Bro, I did not think anybody else had ever seen that show. I thought like I was the only person in existence who ever watched Kim's Convenience.
No, it's pretty good.
Bro, I have watched that entire show. Phenomenal, phenomenal. I know I say that a lot, but fantastic show.
Dude, one of my favorite
You know what show I?
bits. Hold on, one of my favorite
Oh,
bits.
go on.
A gay guy walks in the store. He's like, "So I heard you have a 15% discount for the gay people," and Kim goes, "Yes, but you are not the gay." It's just that line. I'm like, "You're not the gay." Yeah.
Oh, I love it. That entire show. No, listen, Kimchi or whatever his name was, is one of the greatest, side characters ever written for comedy television. I love him so much.
Mhm.
And then I don't know who that actress is that plays Janet, but hear me out. Their boss at the
Yeah.
dealership
I'm,
place.
I'm hearing.
Hear me out.
I'm hearing.
Hear me?
I am.
Now, I'm gonna say, you know what show I finished recently that really made me angry?
BoJack Horseman.
No, I've watched that 6 times. The ending
Yeah.
is fine. I finished How I Met Your Mother.
Oh.
You ever seen how you watched the full show?
Yeah.
So, spoiler alert for anybody who's not seen it. Not sorry. It's a 10-year-old show. It's been 10 years since the show ended, and I just now got around to it. Anyway, so for anybody who's out of the loop, you have the main 5 characters, right? You have Ted, who's the main character, whatever. He's the narrator. He's telling the story to his kids of how he met their mother. It takes him 9 years to tell the story. But anyway, you have Robin, who's this newscaster lady. Ted, first love during the show. You have Barney, who's this womanizer who sleeps with every single woman in New York City, pretty much. Then you have Marshall and Lily, the married couple, right? So throughout the course of the show, Barney's this womanizer who loves, he loves, for lack of a better word, making whoopee with the ladies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, he changes though. Towards the end, he becomes, a good man. He's in a relationship with Robin, right? Him and Robin fall in love and start dating. So, anyway, the entire 9th season, again, for anybody who's out of the loop, I'm not sorry to be spoiling this. The entire 9th season, like 22 episodes lead up to them getting married. The very last episode reveals they get a divorce. And later on, it reveals that the woman that the main character Ted marries dies. And his kids are like, "Oh, you should go get back with Robin." So it takes 9 years to lead up to the result. That's just him going back to screw the same woman he's been screwing with for the past 9 years on and off.
Yeah.
So not only does it take 9 years to build up to meeting the mother, who we don't even see until the very last season, and even then she's only in like 8 episodes. It takes 9 years to build to that. It takes 22 episodes. It takes 10 hours of the show to build up for one wedding. And then, like, not even 10 minutes into the, last episode, they're like, "Yeah, so, we got a divorce." It's like, what? What was the point of 22 episodes of a wedding if you're just going to end it the very next episode?
It was very inconclusive, I'll give you that.
What? Like, it's so stupid.
There's a show
You need to tell me.
Sorry, I'll let you continue.
I gotta keep ranting here. Not only do you make, like, you make the audience fall in love. Like, I can say this from experience. start to like get attached to the mother character so quickly. You managed to get the audience to love this character that they just met 9 seasons in. And then you just decide to kill her off screen. Mind you, she has probably like 2 hours combined, not even 2 hours combined, being on screen in 208 episodes. And they're like, "Oh yeah, she died. You should go bone Aunt Robin."
Yeah.
Which, by the way, the Aunt Robin thing is kind of like a friendship thing. Like my future kids are gonna know Uncle Tommy, even though we're not related. So it's that sort of thing. So the kids are like, you obviously still have feelings for Aunt Robin. You loved her off and on. You thought she married the wrong man. Go bone Aunt Robin again. Okay, now I'm done ranting because I know I'm gonna make myself even more angry if I keep talking about how that show ended. Such a perfect show, such a stupid ending.
We might not be related, but your DNA is still inside me. Now, there's this show, 2.5 Men. I don't remember how it ends, but I do remember 2 things. After it was confirmed that Charlie Sheen had AIDS, the show went downhill very fast, and it stopped being funny very fast. For no reason. They could have kept writing a funny show, but they were like, guys, Charlie Sheen has AIDS, we can't be funny anymore. And second of all, I remember the half men, the kid, I don't remember what his name was, but the actor, sometime in like his late teens, had like not a real Christian revelation, like a schizophrenic Christian revelation, where like they don't read the Bible, they think they can just talk to like directly to God, like type stuff. And he just made these like bizarre Facebook posts for like years, where first of all he looked like a decrepit homeless Discord mod, and he was just like, God is speaking to me. He's telling me to bathe in this river. I'm gonna go to this river. It just ended, and it's like, that's a weird video. And then he'd make another one sitting in his room next to his computer, and he'd be like, on Facebook, in the video that he's posting to Facebook, just be like, I'm here from God, I'm a messenger for God, if you guys listen to me, I'm here for God. Like, he just posts like weird stuff like that online all the time, and like, I think he just legitimately like went crazy. Cause I did a little deep dive on him, and I like watched some of those videos, and I'm like, this dude is like not okay. I mean, granted, these videos are like 15 years old or something at this point, but it was like, damn.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who it is.
I look. It's one of the 3 main characters, and it's not Charlie Sheen.
Angus T. Jones?
I'm pretty sure that's it.
His Wikipedia doesn't say anything about.
Wait, yeah.
His Wikipedia doesn't say anything about it.
Yeah, I know he tried to clean up most of that stuff after, and he's like fairly normal now, but like there's still archives of it and stuff that you can find online from people that recorded it or saved it at the time. And he did have like a weird like schizophrenic Christian like break right after 2.5 Men, and I think he did an interview and he was like, well, the real reason they ended the show is because they were uncomfortable with me being so Christian, so holy, and my energy was disrupting them on set, and they couldn't film around me. It's like, dude, I think it's because you won't shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it makes sense. Oh, he's changed a lot from what he was whenever he was on the show.
Yeah.
Gee. Yeah, that's not what I expected him to age like at all.
No, like I said, he turned into like a weird homeless Discord mod looking kind of fella. You can't tell me that's not Lester from GTA right there. Bro literally transformed into Lester.
Yeah. I'm gonna call him next time I get arrested, get me out of
Yeah.
trouble.
Ashton Kutcher is in that show? It's crazy.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I just want to say, if you ever make a top 50 list, Ashton Kutcher is definitely like top 20 material for me.
For the men?
Yeah. Are we ever gonna make a top 50, guys? I think it'd
I
be
mean, we can.
I think it'd be easier to make because I know more male actors than actresses.
I mean, we gotta, who's going top 10. Like, coming from, two straight men's perspective, we know who's going in the top 10. For sure.
Nicolas
Roman
Cage,
Reigns.
Roman Reigns,
Roman Reigns. Uh,
Johnny
who
Sins,
else?
uh, Clint Eastwood.
2000,
Ashton
like, early
Kutcher,
2000s Kobe. Early 2000s Kobe when he still had the afro.
uh, yeah, Christian Bale, like American Psycho Christian Bale.
Ooh.
My name is Patrick Bateman.
Good pull.
I
Good
have a
pull.
very serious hygiene. Hold on. I gotta look up that quote.
70s John Travolta.
Ooh. 90s Sam L.
That.
Jackson.
Ooh, when he was in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. Ooh.
That's
Like mid-20s Leo DiCaprio.
2000s John Krasinski.
Okay, I'll go with that.
Bro, no.
Chris
Actually, no.
Hemsworth.
Modern John Krasinski.
Ooh.
Modern John Krasinski.
Yeah. Chris Hemsworth. I'm gonna say. Infinity War age Chris Hemsworth. Uh, was it? Was
There's
it?
that.
What's his name? Like Chris Evans that plays Captain America.
I think that's his name.
Yeah. I forgot what I was gonna look up now. Oh no, I remember.
I think. I'm trying to think of who else could be a top 50 most attractive man of all time. Ooh, John Stamos.
Oh,
Any era John Stamos.
yeah.
I don't know, like, if Ryan Reynolds, obviously, I can't forget Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm,
Oh man, who's that one guy from The Walking Dead? The 3-panel
mm.
meme, the guy and the kid. I don't remember what the meme format was.
Is it Norman Reedus?
Yeah, Norman Reedus. Yeah.
I can tell you who's going like a bottom 50 men list.
Bill Cosby. That dude is
I was gonna say
ugly.
what, bro? No, I was gonna say Walton Goggins, bro. You know Walton Goggins?
I'm thinking of David Goggins right now. I know the name. I
No,
can't think of the
Walton
face
Goggins.
attached to it. Let me look it up.
I will show you. I will show you Walton Goggins, and you can.
I know that
This
name.
is.
I can't think of who it's attached to.
I love him. He's a phenomenal actor. He's a great,
Oh, oh
amazing
my
actor.
god. You know who
But
he
he is so
looks
hard to look at.
weirdly similar to? Stephen Ogg.
Who's that? Ooh, yeah, Stephen Ogg would have gone bottom 50 as well.
No, but like Stephen Ogg is like not that ugly, but he still looks like this guy. Pull up a picture of Stephen Ogg. Yeah, he's not that bad.
He's kind of it. Yeah, but Walton Goggins is pretty tough to look at.
I found that monologue I was trying to
Oh,
recite earlier.
yeah, this
Oh. I didn't know
I
he was in
mean,
Sons of Anarchy. Hear me out.
That's like
Hear me. No.
now listen, but somehow like when he was in Django, he actually didn't look half bad. But someone
Yeah.
like top 50, Django Unchained, Walton Goggins.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Ooh, 90s Jamie Foxx.
Oh yeah.
Bro, I don't know what it is. Like, it's just something about 90s Jamie Foxx. I mean, he'd be towards like bottom of the top 50.
Dude, Loki Usher.
Ooh, specifically 2000s Usher.
Oh, I don't know how old he was.
Okay, we'll go like
This is still like Diddy
25
era Usher.
year 5 years Usher. Usher when he's like 25.
Yeah.
Well, when was Usher born? We'll see here. He was born in 78, so yeah,
Oh,
anything
okay.
after
Okay.
98, he would be in his 20s. Usher is older than my dad. Wow.
Wow.
Older than,
Jason
both my
Derulo.
parents, actually. Jason Derulo. Oh, Chris
Chris
Brown.
Brown, yeah. I just thought about that too.
Bro, Chris Brown's biggest hit was
Rihanna.
Rihanna.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris Brown, oddly. Ooh,
Here.
another Chris who can go on the list? Another Chris who can go on that list? Chris
Chris
Farley.
Fart. Really? Yeah.
Bro, Chris Farley. Bro, you mean to tell me you don't think Chris Farley's a cute little man? Cute man?
Yeah, I'll give that to you. You know what? Andre the Giant too.
Oh. Ooh, can't forget Mark Henry.
Oh yeah.
While we're in there throwing Great Khali. I mean, this is like it or not, ladies, this is the peak male form.
It really is. Like it or not, that guy is
7 foot
just.
tall.
Yeah.
Like
He's
this
built.
is him next to Triple H. This is him next to Triple
Shit.
H, who's already, yeah, Triple H is already above 6 foot.
6 foot versus 5'11". Yeah, like it or not, that is peak male physique right there. That is like as strong as you get.
Man. His name Giant Gonzalez, rest in peace. This is a real man who wrestled in the WWE. That's actually what he wore.
That's pretty fire.
They were like, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's let him wear that
Yeah, why not?
to wrestle in. This giant 7 foot tall Argentinian dude.
Yeah.
Man, let me think. Who else? Um, Earthquake. Earthquake. Throw him in the top 50.
You know what? Let's put Wings of Redemption up there.
Throw who up there?
Wings of Redemption.
Who's that?
The biggest celebrity out of Conway, South Carolina.
Wings of Redemption. Oh, Wings of Redemption.
Yeah.
While
That is peak
we're at
male
it,
physique right there. Him next to Boogie.
no, this is
No, dude,
Boogie
he's bigger than
298.
Boogie.
He is.
Yeah. Yeah, Boogie was like 385. Wings was like 410, something like that.
John Fetterman, the senator who everybody was at one point convinced is pretty much brain dead.
He looks like a caveman who has been suffering strokes once a week since he was born.
this is this is like this is what he wore for his official portrait.
He literally looks like a concussed caveman that's been suffering strokes. He has been suffering strokes, as a matter of fact.
This is what he wore to go to the Senate or the House of whatever.
Look, I'd wear that,
Ankle,
but I'm not John
ankle.
Fetterman.
No, I'm talking about he wore this in an official government meeting.
Yeah, I know.
Carhartt hoodie,
I'm saying
basketball
I'd wear
short,
something like that
low
too,
top
except
top.
I wouldn't look that dumb wearing it. Cause I'm not John Fetterman, a caveman.
I mean,
Like
I feel like this photo
his
right here
eyebrow
is
like
it all.
muscle right here sticks out so far you could like park a car on it.
Right? Oh. Okay.
He looks like he's a porn star in that one.
Okay. I got another one for the top 50, right?
So do I.
Okay, who's yours? Who's yours?
James Gandolfini.
Yeah, the guy from the Sopranos.
Yeah, Tony fucking Soprano, man.
Soprano. I you know, I was gonna say Jason Alexander.
Yo, while we're at it, let's throw Tony Sirico up there.
Mm. I don't remember the guy's name that played him, but I put the name. The guy that played Kramer.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna need
Jim Kramer.
Bo
The guy cracks me up.
Kramer. There you go, Cosmo Kramer. This is the guy that played Kramer. I feel like he's definitely deserves to be in the top 50.
Joey Diaz too.
I love him. Uh, Bobby Lee.
Oh yeah. 10 out of 10 right
Yeah,
there.
throw Bobby Lee in the man. This is the peak male form. Danny Trejo.
Oh. That,
Hey.
you know, he reminds me of Steven Van Zandt.
Ooh.
There's not a single picture in the entire world of this guy smiling. He's just like, yeah, the whole fucking day. All he does is just have this massive frown on his face.
The first photo is him smiling.
Dog, you call that a smile? It's like a grimacing recoil.
Smile.
It's like a half
Oh.
smirk. Okay, I'll take that one as a smile.
Ooh. Ooh, that reminds me. Another one going up to the top 50. Quentin Tarantino.
Ooh, yeah. Quite the look of
Bro.
that guy.
How did like all jokes aside, how did he bag that?
Who knows? Money, actually, that's how.
Either he is,
Steve Buscemi.
rolling. Ooh.
And who's the guy that looks like Steve Buscemi?
Willem Dafoe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Willem Dafoe.
I love that meme of Willem Dafoe looking up.
I mean,
Do you ever have like a Green Goblin mask situation where like you got something you look at, you feel it calling your name and the pressure kicking in to go to it and you just can't.
this is
God.
gorgeous right here.
Yeah. Why does he kind of look like Arnold in that picture?
Oh, I don't.
He kind of just looks like Arnold in general.
Look at all those This is a phenomenal, just like sexiest man alive list right here.
Yeah.
Let
Trying to
me
think of
think
some
who
more
else.
ugly motherfuckers.
Bojan Bogdanovic. There we go. Bojan Bogdanovic.
That guy's the most average white
Or
male
just,
I've ever seen.
okay, was it Joe? Yeah, Joe Ingles. Like just by looking at this, that this guy's head, like not looking at the jersey. I just showed you his face. What would you assume this man does for a living?
Oh God.
Would you like if I gave you 100 guesses? Would you say he plays basketball in the NBA?
100? Yeah, I'd probably get there in about 30. I'd probably start with he's in a chain gang in prison busting rocks. He sells meth. He hosts dog fights.
He is
He
he is
is frequently on parole
37.
for assaulting people with baseball bats. And maybe he does concrete work. That'd be like my first five.
This man is 37 and still playing in the NBA. He's averaging less than 1 point per game this year.
That's insane.
That means if he's playing any given day, he is not guaranteed to score.
Yeah. Imagine going to put like a leg out, on or a parlay or whatever, and it's like, is Joe Ingles gonna make a point?
That's. I mean, Joe Ingles is. He's Joe Ingles, but he's no Bojan Bogdanovic.
He's no Makinta Mutombo.
I mean, Mutombo. Rest in peace, Dikembe Mutombo.
Yeah.
Uh, Bobo.
Yeah, shout out that guy.
That is his real name. He's just son of
Oh,
Manute
oh,
Bol.
I love Manute Bol. Gleesh, the
Yeah,
rapper
this
from
is.
Chicago. Try to find a picture of
How do you
Gleesh's
spell that?
Gleesh. Try to find a picture of Gleesh with his grills. Because he has the most fucked up teeth you'll ever see, and they're diamond coated.
Tang Younglish.
Yeah.
This guy.
No, that's Denzel Curry.
It says Young Gleesh.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh, this
that
guy.
guy. Oh my god. Dude, he got a grill made for those teeth with diamonds on them.
Oh, man. Ooh, I got the ultimate hear me out.
Ooh.
Hey, here we go. This is who I meant. This is who I meant.
Oh.
I had no. This guy. Psycho the wrestler.
Oh yeah, I'm down.
Bro. Hear me out.
I'll be hearing.
By the way, when I. Here. I have no clue who that is.
You said hear me out, I saw that, and I was like, brother, I'm hearing.
But now that I think about it. Wait, is that a dude or is that a chick? Because in the same picture, in the same row, right next to the dude.
Who knows?
Okay, bro, Froggy Fresh. But like, peak Froggy Fresh back when he was like, in his original run.
Oh man,
What you know about Froggy Fresh?
I don't. What's the name of the Chalka Rain guy? It's like Zay something.
They what?
The guy that made Chocolate Rain. You know, you remember Chocolate
Oh,
Rain, right?
oh, yeah. Tay Zonday.
Tay Zonday, yeah.
It's on day, yeah.
Chocolate Rain,
Kind of looks.
baby's
Kind of
born,
reminds
but
me of
no,
like
it's not in vain. Chocolate Rain.
looks like a babyface Trevor Noah.
Fuck Trevor Noah, dude. I hate that guy so much.
He's not really funny at all.
No.
Oh man. Oh man, yeah, his South Park one. Bro, I was watching South Park last night. I was like, 3, 4 in the morning. I couldn't, sleep. So I'm like, next logical step, turn on the TV and just watch them. I'm tired, right? I'm watching some South Park, and it's the episode where PC Principal debuts. And they have like principals in it. Jared from Subway. It's the episode right after. You ever seen the one with like a bunch of holograms and stuff performing? Like Randy Marsh is Lord playing in a concert.
No.
South Park is so absurd.
It is.
So absurd. And I wonder, man, like how old is he? He's been around since the beginning. He's 42.
Wow. I would not have guessed.
Gosh. Let me think. Who else can go on this list? The top 50 sexiest males of all time. Oh, Otis for sure.
Yeah.
I love Otis. This is the peak male form. I lied earlier about every other one. This is
Brock Lesnar, dude. Brock Lesnar is peak male physique no matter what you say.
hey, we're supposed to be taking this seriously.
I'm taking this seriously.
Bro, I think Otis is gonna eat Brock Lesnar in a real fight within 2 seconds flat.
No, dude.
Otis is
Brock
winning any
Lesnar
real
is a
fans, any
freak
man
of a
ever.
human. Brock Lesnar is two humans sewed together.
You just take that in.
I know.
Uh, Adam Sandler for the top 50 per chance.
It's a possibility. I want to submit Bob Freeman.
Bob Freeman.
Yeah, what do we think here, Mr. Bob Freeman? You're not gonna find any pictures of this guy on here, but I'm holding up the one and only Bob Freeman.
Oh, him.
Yeah. Or there's this guy, Lil Culture, one of my favorite rappers. Shout out Lil Culture.
Lars Ulrich. Are you a Metallica fan at all, Tommy Boy?
Not really.
So, real quick, I want to tell you my favorite joke that I've heard about Metallica, right? So this guy, Lars, he's like basically the founder of the band. Him and the singer founded the band, right? Lars, the guy we're looking at, is the drummer. Oh, wow. So, there are 4 members of Metallica, right? There's a singer, a drummer, a guitarist, and a bassist, right? But anyway, so there's a joke, in the Metallica fandom that I've heard. It says Lars is the 5th best drummer in Metallica. There's only 4 members.
Okay.
There's only 4 members.
Makes sense.
Yeah, he's not. He's one of the drummers of all time.
Yo, I gotta submit this for top 50.
That's embarrassing.
That's a real sexy picture.
Where'd you even get that one from? Is that...
It's just in my camera roll. I don't remember when I saved it.
Why do you have a picture of me saved?
I don't know. I can't
In your
I
spank
can't
bank?
show the full word right here, but this is Scott Howe saying I hate, and I think you can see what the rest of that says. That guy
Yes.
molested a 9-year-old boy at a Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
On a lighter note, to
Oh, here's a
get
picture he posted on the story where he's like butt naked.
on a lighter note, everybody, this is not connected to the show at all. By the way, I
A
just did this
friend
on my
day.
own will. I'm gonna say I did not intend to do this to connect it to the show, but I started a Cameo account. Again, I'm not doing this to try to make myself, sound famous. I'm literally just doing this to pay for college. But for $2, you can get a cameo from me, a professional nobody. I figure I need to throw that out there.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I'm not trying to do this to connect to the show. I'm doing it to be funny, to be random. I figure I will shout it out on the show. In fact, I've had the account for a long time. I just now recently signed up as a creator, though.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to share some of the requests you've gotten since the last episode?
I've only gotten like one request since the last episode, and that was wish uh somebody's best friend a happy Valentine's Day.
Wow.
So for $2, you'll get a cameo that's like 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes long, depending on the request. I'll ramble on about whatever, and if you came from the show, let me know.
Mm-hmm. Incredible, incredible stuff.
Shameless plug out of the way. Shameless plug out of the way.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you got to get it out there. People got to know. You're gonna be a million off cameo one day, just like Dean Norris.
Dean Norris cameos. I know we mentioned this in a previous episode.
The
Dean Norris
last one.
cameos are some of the. I'm pretty sure I recorded a cameo mid episode last
You
time.
did, yeah. Someone asked you for relationship advice.
And dang it, I got a 5-star review out of it.
You did. You sure did.
I now have 3 5-star reviews, 0 4-star reviews, 0 3-star reviews, 0 2-star reviews, and 0 1-star reviews. I mean, I have 3 reviews and they're all 5 stars.
Mm-hmm.
If that's not a testament to how good my cameo skills are, I don't know what is.
I mean, you're definitely the best cameo maker that I know.
I'm the only cameo maker that you know.
That's why you're the best.
You sly dog.
Love you, Landy boy.
Love you, Tommy boy. I'm trying to get something to load up here. This thing runs incredibly slow.
Do you want me to read the opening monologue to American Psycho while you wait?
If you so please, give us a dramatic reading of the opening monologue.
Dramatic. I'm gonna do it accurately. My name is Patrick Bateman. I live in the American Gardens building on West 81st Street. Oh, wait. Well, I skipped the line. I live in the apartment. Fuck. I can't read. I never said I was good at reading, I just said I wanted to. Alright. I live in the American Garden building on West 81st Street. My name is Patrick Bateman. I'm 27 years old. I believe in taking care of myself and a balanced diet and a rigorous exercise routine. In the morning, if my face is a little puffy, I'll put on an ice pack while doing my stomach crunches. I can do 1,000 now. After I remove the ice pack, I use a deep pore cleanser lotion in the shower. I use a water-activated gel cleanser, then a honey almond body scrub, and on the face, an exfoliating gel scrub. Then apply an herb mint facial mask, which I leave on for 10 minutes while I prepare the rest of my routine. I always use an aftershave lotion with little or no alcohol because alcohol dries your face out and makes you look older. Then moisturizer, then anti-aging eye balm, followed by a final moisturizing protective lotion. There's an idea of Patrick Bateman, some kind of abstraction, but there's no real me, only an entity, something illusionary. And though I can hide my cold gaze, and you can shake my hand and feel my flesh grip yours, and maybe you can even sense our lifestyles are possibly comparable, I simply am not there. Anyways, I feel just like that sometimes. Can I just say that American Psycho is one of the best movies of all time?
I watched it about 6 or 7 months ago, and I agreed it's a very good movie.
It's truly fantastic.
I mean, it's no Talladega Nights or anything, but it's quite a good movie.
Yeah.
I am quite fond of Talladega Nights, in case you can't tell.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I've shown this off multiple times already, but any chance I get, shake and bake license. I think I can get into a club with that. Like if I walk up to a bar,
Honestly, yeah.
hand them this.
I think as long as they're like a Will Ferrell fan, they're gonna be like, oh hell yeah, man.
And be like, yeah, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
I might need to try that sometime.
Yeah, I'm down to try it with you, like part of an Unqualified vlog.
Ooh. Speaking of, when is the next Unqualified vlog? What's the topic gonna be?
Whatever
Find an
we
Amish
do
community
next.
out in. You trying to go to an Amish community for a day?
I'm down, honestly.
See if
Help
they'll
them
let
raise
us
a
record
barn.
and be like, hey, yeah, be like, hey, listen, do you think we could come join your community for like a day, help out, see what you do? Maybe record a documentary for our
I'm honestly
whatever
so
for
down.
our show.
I'm so down. That would be incredible, man.
Real quick, I want to show you something, right? So I don't know if I mentioned this before, but back in 2022, hometown, Hadrian, Kentucky, shout out, still love it to this day, flooded really bad. It was like catastrophic historic flooding. Well, today it flooded again.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to turn the brightness down so you can get this more accurately. I just got a notification that they put out some pictures of the flooding. Let me turn the brightness down a little bit more. Trying to make this as easy as you can to see it. This is at a gas station in, the town.
I mean, it's not that flooded.
Oh, it's not. This is right off of Main Street.
Oh, that's pretty bad, yeah.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Man, I want to get something out of my podcast notes really quick. The amount of liberal propaganda in Marvel Spider-Man 2 is outrageous, and it ruins the non-Spider-Man gameplay. Alright, like, first of all, the amount of environmentalism and feminism and, like, just weird, like, equality shit in that game. Like, first of all, why does every single character in Spider-Man 2 know how to do sign language? And why do they do sign language while they talk? First of all, deaf people can read subtitles. When they play video games, they put subtitles on. That's how they know what's going on in the thing. They just read it with their fucking eyes. When you're going like this, it just takes away from normal people because they're like, why the fuck are you throwing up gang signs? Like, you're talking about, like, protecting women with electric bikes that are better for the economy. What the fuck are you throwing up a crip sign for, dog? No, they're doing ASL or whatever, and it's like, dog, why you don't gotta be so inclusionary, dog? It's a video game. Like, Spider-Man is here to beat up bad guys, not speaking sign language to some deaf chick. Like, come on, man. And then, I'm a bit of a completionist when it comes to video games. I like to do every single thing there is to do in a video game. When I buy a game, I don't just 100% it. If there's more than 100% you can do, like in Red Dead 2, like 100% is just like a checklist of things to do, but there's 1,000 other scenarios that you can encounter. I genuinely try to do every single thing in a video game. When I'm playing Spider-Man 2 and I see one of the leaf icons to do the electric bike testing, I'm like, I don't want to do this, but I have to for 100%. I have to do it. And then I go and do it. And it's the most painful thing in the world because there's not a single person at Marvel or Insomniac, I think, is on it or something. Whoever's making the game, they apparently have never, not a single person in the entire studio has ever ridden a bicycle. Because, I don't know if you know this, when you pedal a bicycle, it doesn't just kick up and, like, bounce on the front wheel, like, over and over while you're pedaling. And, when you steer, it doesn't just flop on its side and then just take, like, a sharp right. Like, it's kind of like a linear, like, smooth lean into the... I could go on and on about how much I fucking hate Spider-Man 2 and just all the dumbass shit they put into it that doesn't have jack shit to do with Spider-Man, but fucking god, I don't want to talk about that game anymore.
You good now?
Yeah. Do you got something you want to show us?
All right. I've got a fun little game we're gonna play here, right? So I've
Okay.
mentioned before I'm a really big sports fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
I found the top 50 players from the 2022 to 23 NBA season, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna play a little game. I'm gonna have you. I'm assuming you don't know very much about basketball, right?
No, not much. I know ball and hoop equal point.
Oh, okay. So what we're looking at was the top 50 players in the 2022 to 2023 season. And
Mm-hmm.
yes, I can name every single one of these players just by looking at them. Uh, Most likely all 50 of them. I'm gonna have you blind rank them into these categories
Oh god.
by just by look, just
Okay.
by looks. All right. I don't know if it's showing up for you yet or
Not
not.
yet. Okay, I'm here.
Okay. Okay. So these are the top 50 players. All right. We'll go name by name.
Yeah.
This is not in order. So like this dude right here at the top, this was not the best player in basketball. He has never been the best player in basketball. He has never even been the best player on his own team. All right. This is just
So,
going by random order, the top 50 players in basketball, 22 to 23, all right?
alright. I'm not gonna
Here's the
judge him.
categories we're looking at.
Hold on. Okay, sorry. I'll let you talk.
Yeah, but these are the categories I've made up. I didn't make this list. I just, found one and then changed the category names. But you can't. I don't want you being like no racism, Tommy Boy. You
Yeah,
can't put all
yeah,
the black guys in
yeah.
awful, all right?
I'm not that
This
racist.
is just by looking at them. And then, I'll give you where I would place them at the end after you say like, oh, I think he's pretty good. That's what looks all right.
Mm-hmm. Well,
But we'll start off
yeah. So I gotta try and assume these people's talent level based on looks.
right, and some of these guys may have improved or regressed. All right, and I'll
Okay.
not provide some
I
feedback
I
as we go.
I do
Starting
know
off,
some of the guys here.
we're going to start off with D'Angelo Russell, who again
Yeah.
has never even been the best player on his own team,
Banger
but
on my hip like
he's considered
D'Angelo Russell. Yeah, Babytron's got a line about him.
he's considered he's considered a top 50 player as of 3 years ago.
Alright, don't tell me about him.
So I'm saying this is this is the top 50 players from a
Oh
list made
yeah.
3 years
Okay.
ago.
Okay.
I'm it's from 2022.
Gotcha. Here's the thing. I happen to not know anything about D'Angelo Russell, but what I think I know about D'Angelo is that he's pretty good. So I'm gonna put him right in pretty good.
I would have put him either right at the end of pretty good or right at the mid to top of he's all right.
Yeah.
He's been doing okay this year.
Mr.
Moving on, we
Stephon
have
Curry.
Steph Curry.
Yeah, I know him.
Steph Curry with the shot. Chef with the pot.
Pretty bad.
You're gonna put him pretty bad? Hey,
No, he's all right.
he.
I'll say he's all right.
You want okay? You unlock? You're gonna lock him in there?
Yeah, I don't think he's that great, but you know,
What if I told you this man has made the most 3-pointers in NBA history, and that total keeps going up and up and up and up?
I do happen to know that, and yeah, he's good at 3 points, but a lot of
And then
black
he's won
people
4
are.
championships.
I don't care.
Well, he's won 4 championships.
He's not Jordan.
He was the first.
He's not Jordan. He's
He
not
was the
Kobe.
first
He's not
person
LeBron.
in 2016. He was the first person to ever be voted unanimous MVP, which means every single person who voted for MVP picked him.
Anyways.
Every single person who voted for who was the best player in the league picked him. Anyway, Russell Westbrook.
God. Okay, before we go on to every player, I just want to say if I know him or not so I can call it their name, because I happen to know that was Russell Westbrook, and I wanted to amaze you and be like, up next, Russell Westbrook.
I'll believe you. I'll believe you.
Yeah, I only know him because he has the Jordan Why Not 0 point whatever series. I like him. Great.
You think? All right, he's all. No, looking at him all time, he is pretty good. He is very good all time indeed. He is insanely good all time.
Now up next is James Harden.
If we're looking.
Sorry.
Right.
I happen to know Mr. Harden here.
Yeah, you're right. Right.
I
love how it's just a giant patch of hair, and you can just see 2 teeth sticking out.
Now I'm a big fan of Harden's shoes. All right, I really like his shoes. I got a lot of them. So for that reason, I'm gonna say GOAT. He's like the top or early. Yeah. Also, I happen to
elite. All right.
I happen to know around the time I got into his shoes, he was a pretty good player. Like maybe top 15. So I'll put him up there. I think he's a pretty elite player overall.
Whenever he was still playing in Houston for the Rockets, he was in a top 3 player in the league, or in the entirety of the NBA when he was still playing in Houston.
That's what I was thinking. Rocket era. Yeah.
Rocket era. Yeah, Rocket.
I can think of
this
his name.
White boy is.
Yeah. I don't know.
Luka Doncic.
I do know. Okay.
It's this pretty Slovenian boy.
Yeah. Oh man, awful man. White man can't dunk, or whatever they say.
He's currently a top 3 player in the NBA.
I don't care. Awful.
Already, okay.
Chris Brown.
Next, I believe this guy.
I don't know who that is.
DeJounte Murray.
Okay.
Pretty sure that's DeJounte Murray.
Man, he looks dangerous. I'm gonna say elite.
Put him in elite. I was gonna put him in he's all right.
Okay.
That's where I'd place him. Nikola Vucevic.
I know I've heard that name before, but damn.
Pretty sure I think he might be Lithuanian. I don't know. He's from one of those European countries.
He looks retarded, but cracked at basketball retarded. I'm gonna say, what's the one below elite?
I'm gonna say great.
Okay.
That's where you're gonna put him?
Yeah.
He can go off for 12 points and 12 rebounds every night, or he can be 3 points and 2 rebounds every night. And somehow every time I put U.S. currency on this man, it ends up being 3 points and 2 rebounds.
Okay.
That said, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Because I was about to say, there's no way you know who Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is.
I do not, but just based on that man's lip size, I gotta say, he's alright.
Currently, the favorite to win the MVP award this season.
He looks like he can taste the other team's locker room. He has such a big mouth. Hold on, let me guess.
Yeah, you probably.
I don't want to get this wrong.
If it held, this isn't too big of a hint because this is very. He has his own shoe.
I know.
He has his own shoe.
Kevin Durant.
That is Kevin Durant, indeed.
I was trying so hard not to say Kawhi Leonard. I'm like, it's not him. Who is it? Yeah.
Yeah, that is indeed
elite.
Kevin Durant. That's right. Yeah, Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers of all time.
Now,
God
is
Almighty,
that
I'm trying
next
to get this
guy?
on
Isn't he one of like the Ball brothers?
right. That is
Lavello.
that's Levar. Yeah, that's Lamelo. That's Lavar's youngest. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Lavello Ball. Awful. Dude, they both suck.
Yeah, I mean, he's all right. He's a player. Clint Capella, like a I don't know. He looks like an African lesbian. I can't explain it.
He looks like an Olympic runner, not a basketball player. I'm gonna say he's all right.
He's another one of those guys. He can be pretty reliable. Just kind of old. You know who this guy is, don't you?
No,
The Greek Freak, the Alphabet Man,
no.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh,
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
uh, pretty bad. He's smiling too hard.
That's where you're gonna put him in.
Yeah, I think he smiles too much to be a good player.
What if I told you he belongs right up here?
Uh, I would not believe that
But again,
for a second.
this is yeah, two-time MVP. He's won a championship. He's one of the best dunkers in the entire like NBA right now. Yeah. Moving on, we got Darius Garland.
Man, he's got a pretty. Not gonna lie, I bet he's pretty good.
He is pretty good. He was in the
I just,
three-point contest tonight, if
yeah.
I remember correctly.
He's kind of cute. You know, he's
Next,
got a real kissable face. I want to just get him, like, smooch him on the cheek.
I next we got Jaren. I believe this is Jaren Jackson Jr. is his name.
Pretty bad.
JJJ.
I feel like his neck to head ratio throws off his ball abilities.
Really good at defense, and then he's
Well,
okay
yeah,
out,
of course he can. He
scoring
can
and stuff
see
like that.
over everyone with that long ass neck.
Next up, we got Anthony Edwards.
He looks pretty good.
We're gonna put him in.
Is that
He,
not a
he is.
category? Wait, it is.
I was saying. He's either in great or elite. Personally, I think he's
Oh,
going to
yeah,
be
I'm
one
gonna
of the
say
greatest of all
great. I'm
time.
gonna
But
say great.
right now,
Yeah.
no. This is like instant reactions if I'm looking at him.
Yeah, I
Said
was
he
thinking
looks
the
pretty
one
good.
below. I thought pretty good was below elite. So I wouldn't put him in great.
Okay, okay, yeah, we'll go there. Bam Adebayo is his name. He played at Kentucky. I know his college.
Why does that guy look like a George Floyd painting made from AI?
You know the what's I'm trying to think what was the no skin whatever the default. He looks like the black default from like
Yeah,
the classic like 2018 Fortnite. He looks
elite.
like the black default. Okay, I personally would put him in like great to pretty good depending on the night. He's really good though. He's really good at basketball. Next up, we got Rudy Gobert, the
Awful,
fantastic
dude.
Frenchman.
What is wrong with that guy's face? It's so like, eh.
That is anytime I bet U.S. currency on this man, he becomes awful. He forgets how to play basketball. He's a multi-time defensive player of the year, but he can't really do much other than the defense. Next up, we got Andrew Wiggins.
Uh, Again, I feel like the neck to head ratio throws off the ball ability, so I'm gonna say pretty bad.
This season, most likely, yeah, he's not been a great season. Fred VanVleet. He now plays for Houston. Houston for Toronto.
I, man, he kind of looks like Jorge Masvidal.
Okay.
I can't stop thinking about that. So I'm gonna say pretty good.
He is pretty good at basketball. He's only like 6 foot, I think, and he's, you know, he scored 50 points in a game one time.
Okay.
I love him. I have his Raptors jersey. Harry
Nice.
Rozier, however you want to say it. Harry Rozier.
I'm gonna wait for it to. Okay. God, the guy's ugly. Awful.
Yeah, this season, in comparison to the rest of these guys, he has not been good at basketball. Cade Cunningham.
Again, like that guy's just ugly. Pretty bad. Awful, awful, actually awful.
He's he's the best player on his team, but it is what it is.
You must have the worst team.
I'd put him towards. I'd put him on like he's all right, pretty good. Evan Mobley.
Oh man, still pretty ugly, but that's hmm. What's the one above pretty bad? That's where he goes.
The one above pretty good is what you said.
Pretty bad.
The one above pretty bad. He's all right.
Yeah, yeah. I'll give him all right.
Where's the middle of the pack? Next up, we got Mike Conley. That's right, a black guy named Mike who isn't Michael Jordan.
Oh man, elite. That guy looks like he can hoop.
He's actually probably towards he's all right or pretty bad
Oh.
in compared to the rest of these, but yeah, he's Mike Conley though. We love Mike Conley in this house. Wetlock and
Whose
Book. This
house?
is
Mike
Devin Booker.
Connolly's house. Um.
The
Awful.
looks like a
Looks like a child molester.
he's actually probably in like one of these top 3 categories.
He still looks like he diddles kids.
Next up, we got Trae Young.
I did actually
His
happen to
hair
know
looks
Trae
like
Young.
his hair. Oh, you did?
That's all right.
His hair looks like if you dropped a like a dum sucker on a carpet and picked it up.
Looks like if you put some glue on
that,
a
that
bald man and rolled him around a barber shop.
looks like you took some glue on a cotton ball, just picked off what wasn't sticking to it.
I feel like something about that look makes him pretty good.
I mean, he's one of the best 3-point shooters. That's pretty much all he does. He can't defend. He can't rebound. He turns the ball over a lot to the other team. But hey, he can put a ball in a hoop from really far away. That's all he offers his team.
Yeah.
And passing.
That's certainly a skill.
This guy?
I'm waiting for it to go back so I can see him. Intel Pentium power at its finest here.
There we go.
Definitely seen that guy's face before. It's God, what the fuck is up with that guy's jawline, dude? It's so edged.
Do you need the name?
Yeah.
Jason Tatum.
Oh, I don't know. Man.
But he spells his name Jayson.
Oh, I think we talked about this guy once.
Jason Tatum.
Man, he looks like he's all right.
Okay, he's probably in the great category to me personally, but in this gut reaction, this is Chris Middleton, but he spells his name Khris.
Oh.
The blackest spelling of Chris possible.
Man, that guy. He looks like an elite hooper. He looks like he does like minimum 20 points a game. Like he looks like he's putting up like Kobe stats.
Let's do some research together. Why don't we?
Am I wrong?
Very wrong.
Oh.
Chris Middleton this season is averaging 12.6 points per game.
Bad.
He's shooting 51%. Let me see what else have we got here. He's averaging 3.7 rebounds, 4.4 assists.
That's pretty bad.
He's about as middle of the pack as you can get.
Damn.
But hey, okay.
At least I'm not
Do you know this man?
Bobby Lee with the Korean slavery wrong.
Hey, do you know who this guy is?
No.
This is Nikola Jokic. He's Serbian, I believe.
Okay. Normally I'm going on about the neck to head ratio, but I feel like as a white guy it helps, so I'm gonna say elite.
What if I told you this is the like reigning, defending MVP? He's won 3 MVPs in 4 years.
I believe you, man. He looks like it.
This man has a case for being the best basketball player in the world, and he doesn't even care about basketball. It's just a job to him.
That's crazy.
All right. Who's this man? This pretty light-skinned man.
I don't know who he is, but like his eyes are so far off to this. Carmelo.
Karl Anthony Towns.
Damn. His eyes are so far to the side. I feel like he can see everyone on the left and right of him, but he can't see anyone directly in front of him. So when he goes to shoot, he's like shooting blind because he can't see the hoop unless he's like turned to the side. But then like he can't see who's like going to block it. So I feel like he's pretty bad, like for that reason. Like I feel like he has like a dead zone in the middle of his vision just because his eyes are so fucking far apart. You know, like dude has like a hammerhead shark build.
So you said you wanted to go here?
I think so.
I'd put him towards he's alright, pretty good. That's where I'd put him. There's no chance you get R.J. Barrett. Let's give his name.
No, there's no chance I would ever get that ghoulish looking dude awful.
Put him in awful.
He doesn't look like a real human.
He's probably in pretty bad till he's alright. Hey, who's this fine looking man? He's also a rapper.
I don't know.
This is Damian Lillard.
Oh. I mean, he's pretty good, isn't he?
He is pretty good. He is, he's a
Yeah, I mean, I'd put him there.
mighty fine. He's a mighty fine basketball player. He can put a ball on a hoop from really far away. Joel Embiid. Embiid. That's how he spells his last name.
Mm-hmm.
Joel Embiid.
Man. Pretty good.
That's pretty appropriate rating for him. He loves to whine and complain and cry. He barely plays. He's pretty good, I guess. No.
That sounds like reasons he's not good.
Who's this? Who's this handsome man? No. Real quick. When he plays and actually tries, he's good at basketball, but he never plays. He refuses to play half the time.
Gotcha.
It's this pretty man right here, Zach LaVine.
Man, he's hot as fuck. He has to be great, right?
You can put him in great.
Yeah.
He's pretty good, I'd say. He's really good at dunking basketballs. That's about it.
Okay.
Collins.
Man. Again, like the neck to head ratio just like throws me off so much. I feel like he's gotta just be awful. Like he just looks like a bad player overall. Like he looks like he just like sits in the corner and looks at people. He looks like he'd be like off court trying to fight a fan instead of playing. Like, he looks like he's trying to catch a fade instead of catching a ball.
He's sounding, and like he's all right at a couple other things. I'd put him towards he's all right, but Jordan Poole.
Man, he's alright. I think he can get a ball in a hoop with moderate accuracy.
That pretty much explains Jordan Poole perfectly.
Okay.
Hey, Paul George.
And shout out Paul George, for having two first names. I knew a guy with two first names once. He was gay.
He used to wear the jersey number 13. And
Yeah,
his nickname for a long time was PG-13. PG-13 is such a tough nickname.
that's pretty good. I'm gonna have to say he's great.
In his prime, he was really, really good at basketball. Right now, he just recently dropped 2 points in about 27 or 30 something minutes of basketball. So,
Okay.
yeah, blind. CJ McCollum.
Awful, man. That 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 Peter Griffin ass chin just. Uh,
He's all right. Jaylen Brown.
Man, I feel like if Swerve Strickland had a beard, he'd look pretty close to this.
Right.
He looks pretty good.
He is pretty good.
Okay.
That's accurate ranking.
I'm waiting to get to Mr. Yippee down the
Uh,
line.
we got Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah, pretty bad. He looks pretty bad.
He can put the ball in the hoop with slightly under moderate accuracy.
Okay.
Pascal Siakam.
Um, well, they haven't updated this guy's picture since 1997, so he can't be that good. Uh,
This is past no like this is a recent picture as of the 2022 season of Pascal Siakam.
I know, I'm just saying they had to have taken that on a camera from 1997, because just look at that.
Yeah, I kind of see it.
Uh, elite. I feel it in that stare, like our eyes are connected, and he's looking at me saying, "I'm the fucking best, dude. Don't you doubt it."
I'd probably put him closer to like right here.
Okay.
Next, we got another Kentucky. These next two actually went to Kentucky as well. Not the last guy I didn't, but these next to Kentucky. These two specifically.
Let's just put the
Julius Randle.
let's just put the next two in pretty bad. I think they both just look bad.
Julius Randle is, he's all right. I'm gonna move this guy to, just in order. And you want to put De'Aaron Fox in the same place?
Yeah.
De'Aaron Fox is pretty good, actually. Where'd he go?
I have no idea.
Where they got? Where did? What? Yeah, I just dragged go.
I don't know.
Do you see him at all?
No.
Did he just disappear?
I think so.
Did I just drag him to the Shadow Realm? Put De'Aaron Fox into the Shadow Realm, okay. Cause he's not in any other row. Hey, Demontis Sabonis. Demontis Sabonis.
If I'm choking on milk.
Oh boy.
He's alright.
I'd put him towards, great. But no, they're both alright. They're both, they're fine. Next up, we got another man with two first names. This is Chris Paul.
Oh, shout out Chris Paul. I love Chris Paul. He's great.
I don't think I need to introduce this next man.
LeBron Diddy, oh crack. Where are you putting him?
LeBron Ramon James Sr.
Didnt, oh crack. Just stuff me full, brother. Awful. I fucking hate LeBron.
As you should. Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram.
He looks pretty good.
He is pretty good.
I'm gonna say that for Mr. Salt and Pepper up next.
Klay Thompson.
Yeah, never seen such a more mixed race dude right here. Pretty good, man.
He's the whitest light skin I've ever seen.
Yeah, I've never seen a white or black guy. Or a black or white guy. I'm not sure which he is.
This guy right here, Jamal Murray.
It's hard to tell. Like,
what do you...
I look at him and I'm either like, he's putting up Jordan stats, or he's putting up 2025 Kobe stats, and I don't know where it's at. I'm gonna have to go with pretty bad.
He's pretty good, but okay.
Hold on, can I
DeMar DeRozan.
I do happen to know DeRozan. Can I just say, every single person on this list has made more points this year than Kobe?
You know you have the next amount of points this year as Kobe Bryant does in the NBA?
You know that I've won the same amount of NBA games as Kobe Bryant this year?
You know you've won the exact same amount of races as Danica Patrick, and you've crashed 40 less stock cars?
Yeah. Man, DeRozan? I mean, the only thing I know about DeRozan is on I Spy with Lil Yachty by Super Duper Kyle. He says, I am just like DeRozan. If I shoot it, it goes in.
He's also mentioned he's also in mentioned in Not Like Us, so.
He is?
I don't remember the exact line, hold on. But he was indeed mentioned in Not Like Us.
I hope you find that line, because I didn't catch it.
Yeah, Google's running a bit slow right now.
I think everything's running a bit slow.
I think I'm just a bit slow.
Who isn't?
Okay, so DeMar DeRozan made a cameo in the music video.
Oh, okay.
And the line says, "I'm glad DeRozan came home. Y'all didn't deserve him neither." Because Kendrick's from Compton. It's Kendrick. Listen, so you know what's funny with DeMar DeRozan used to play for the Toronto Raptors.
Yeah.
That's who he started his career with. Who was Drake's favorite team?
The
Chicago for a while, and now he plays for the Sacramento Kings. Sacramento, I'm assuming, is kind of close to Compton. I don't know. But you know who's from Compton?
Kenny. Kung Fu Kenny. Yeah, anyway, DeRozan, elite.
He's alright. Put him there, because he said. Next up, we got Marcus Smart.
Man, with a name like Smart. God, who's to say? He's alright. Now, Mr. Eyebrows here.
I think you know who this guy is.
Yeah, Mr. Leonard.
You know his
himself.
name, though? This guy?
Kawhi Leonard?
Anthony Davis.
Oh, yeah.
He's Anthony Davis.
Yeah, Mr. Eyebrows.
The Brow is his name.
Yeah.
The unibrow.
Elite. Yeah, Kawhi Leonard's the guy down the list that has the laugh.
Next up, we got DeAndre Ayton.
Man. That guy looks like Ugly God if he lost a bunch of weight. Awful.
Where are you putting
Also,
Mr. Ayton?
I definitely know who this next guy is, but I don't remember his name. And I hate that logo on his shirt because that app sucks ass.
Oh my god, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, fuck UKG, dude. It's one of the worst apps ever.
Where do you put Mr. Ayton?
Awful. I already said that.
I didn't hear your part. Oops. Hey, where do you rank Mr. Jimothy Butler?
That's it,
Just Jimmy
yeah.
Butler, but
Yeah.
Jimothy,
Elite.
whatever. I I would put him probably in the tier below or in pretty good, but here's what it is. Donkey, Draymond Green. He looks like the donkey from Shrek, but it's Draymond Green.
It's alright.
It's all right. You know who this man is?
The one, the only, Kyrie Irving.
That is Kyrie Irving. The basically has like schizophrenia Kanye West ideals. That's basically the best way to describe him off the court. He's a
Yeah.
flat earther. He's into chakras and all that stuff. He's I'm pretty sure he's like burns sage and stuff pre-game.
Yeah,
That's the
he's
kind of
pretty
man that we're
cool.
looking at.
He's pretty cool. I believe him. Elite. Honestly, put him above Elite.
I will put him in the top tier that we have.
Okay.
I love how you have more people in elite than great.
I like how great is my least full.
Donovan Mitchell.
Great.
Are you saying that because you need more people to go in great?
No, I genuinely feel like you should go there. Same with
this man is.
Yeah, Kawhi Leonard, of course. Mr. Himself. I mean, he has the weirdest laugh I've ever heard.
He's a fun guy, though.
He is. Fucking elite, man. I love Kawhi.
Elite. We'll put him in elite. Final two, we go to Ja Morant.
Pull up shooting like Ja Morant, you feel. You know what? I gotta say, me and Ja Morant, we're some real steppers out here. We pull up to your crib with that bow bow, with that Elmer Fudd, you feel. We don't play about that. We standing on business, me and Ja Morant out here, we sliding on the ops. Elite.
Hey, where do you rank him?
Elite.
He is probably closer to being in great, but I will put him right there. And finally, the one, the only, Zion Williamson.
Actually, I kind of like this guy. He's pretty good.
All right, so this is the final rankings that you made.
Yeah.
Minus the one who got sent to oblivion. We can't seem to find him anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, think you did good?
I think I did.
I thought this would be a fun idea. Get you to blind rank a bunch of random basketball Americans.
And
if you a lot of about like 40 basketball Americans and like 10 white guys.
You know what I'm gonna do
for
the next episode? I'm gonna take
all
of my favorite cars and make a tier list, and then I'm gonna make you rank my favorite cars and see what you think about them.
All right. I like that idea.
Because I don't think you know that much about cars. I mean, at least if you do, you don't tell me about it.
I do not.
Exactly. So
I do not know very much about cars. I will say, I'm starting to get into NASCAR. I'm gonna try to I started watching last season, kind of fell off 2 months into the season. I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna watch NASCAR like every race this year.
Alright.
I made a impulse decision. I was at Target earlier, and I got some NASCAR cards, right? Like NASCAR trading cards, just to have. 'Cause, you know, my grandpa, who died when I was really young, was a big NASCAR fan. Like, he loved NASCAR. He drove, you know, dirt track himself. I mentioned a few times on here before. I'm like, you know what? Why not carry on the legacy? He collected a bunch of the die casts, like, you know, the 124 scale, I think that they were.
Yeah.
You know, whatever the big diecast ones are. He collected a ton of those and, like, you know, handed them down to, like, my dad and, you know, his you know, also my mom's brother.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and eventually got handed down to me and my cousins. So anyway, uh, the box on there says find one autograph or memorabilia card on average. That is for most, you know, for a lot of boxes consistent. On average, you'll find a card with an autograph or a piece of, like, you know, fire suit. One per box on average, right? I'm opening up all mine. I get to the last pack, and, you know, I'm flipping through there like, okay, it must be in here, right? And I get to the last card in the pack. It's like, you've earned 250 redemption points for, you know, this company that makes the cards, Panini. Like, you've earned 250 redemption points.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much worthless. You can't use them for cash. You can't
Yeah.
sell them. It's
Damn.
like, I was about to say, like, what if I get, like, you know, a piece of racing suit that had, like, a logo on it?
I was just gonna say, how cool would it be if you got a piece of a racing suit and I get a piece of Jamie Hayter's ring?
Ooh,
Speaking of which,
that'd be
I'll
so
probably
cool.
have those on the next episode.
Oh, back when I was probably 10, I think, one of my gifts for Christmas from my uncle was a box of wrestling cards, and it had a guaranteed, like, you know, memorabilia card in it. And the memorabilia card I got was a John Cena card with a piece of the ring mat from
Wow.
Money in the Bank 2015, right? Problem is, at that time, I just absolutely hated anything John Cena. So eventually, whenever I was clearing stuff out, I must have thrown that card out, and I regret it to this day. It had, like, an actual piece of a mat used in a, you know, WWE
Mm-hmm.
show.
Man, that's crazy.
It was so cool to have. I mean, I do still have a WWE card somewhere in my room stored away. It has, like, it's still like its little plastic wrapper and everything that the card came in, like, individually sealed. But it's a piece of a T-shirt worn by the wrestler.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Oh, pretty cool indeed. So I
I've been thinking
love
about
that.
it more since last episode, dog. If I could get in contact with Jamie Hayter, even if it's just to buy that coat off her that she wore in Knoxville, I'd buy it. That coat is so fire. If anyone knows
Well,
what that coat is, if I can buy a replica out there, dude, I'll buy it.
again, I'm pretty sure you're like a foot taller than Jamie Hayter.
I'd make it work though. Like on some slick Rick shit, I'd make it work. You know about the pimp that
Real
wears
quick, I
purple,
need
slick Rick, right?
you to entertain them for like 30 seconds. You know what's coming.
Yeah,
Happens every
yeah,
episode.
yeah. All right, so
Entertain them.
while Landy Boy's taking his piss break, I guess I'll say I have some gift cards and I was gonna try and buy a cameo because apparently you can't buy cameos with gift cards. So that's what I was gonna do. While we were doing that list, I was typing out everything I was looking for. And I was gonna wait till we got almost to the end, and then I was gonna, come in and Landy was gonna be like, "Oh my God, I found a cameo," and then he was gonna go do it, and not realize that it was for me. But then they were both like, "I don't appreciate you." It's funny. I thought it was funny. So I was getting that one. So I could go to it. So, that was definitely always like a cameo from that episode. I think. Well, we'll see. We'll see. It might be worth it. Just for it to happen on the show, it's just I like if he's like, if he reads it out and he's like, "Did you make that one?" That's gonna be kind of dumb, but I saw him in the background there, so I know he's getting close. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do it or not. We'll see how we're feeling about that later, I guess. Anyways,
What?
oh, we got you back?
Were you telling a illegal story or something?
No, not illegal.
I'm trying to fix my hair and make it look good again. All right.
Oh, dude,
Tucky lost, and
I
that
got this.
sucks.
I got this new bong. It's pretty cool. It's a recycler rig, so the water does like a swirl thing. It's pretty cool. I'll let you guys see the function when I rip it here. Actually, I want to drop it from the set.
I can't believe I've not gotten a cameo request today. That sucks. This is definitely a moment in the show's history.
Yeah. God damn, that was a good ass dab. That was like perfect temperature.
That was a moment in the show's history. Wow.
I'm really high.
You know, we are, oh, well, we're now, I think of the number here. Hold on. 399 episodes away, I think?
From?
Yeah, we're now 399 episodes away. Well, what episode number are we on?
21.
What's 21 plus 399?
420.
We're 399 episodes away from 420.
Wow.
So if we're doing like 2 episodes a week on average, right?
It's a 104
We're about
a year. So it's about 4
we're making
years out.
about 104 a year. 104 times. We are, yeah, give or take about. Yeah, we're about
like
3.5 to 4 years out.
It's like 4 years and 3 months.
3.5 to 4 years. Which means even then we're still like a year and a half or 2 years away from episode 210.
Yeah, dude, 210's gonna be legendary. I can feel it.
If I've not grown a pair by episode 210, we'll do it for episode 420 100%.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this right now. I want you to save this, bookmark it, whatever. If I have not grown a pair by episode 210, I don't care what I say by episode 420. You have my word. You can clip this. You can show this to me. You can play this back. For in regards to future me, I will partake in the episode 420 special.
I had to get that Birdman evil hand rub in there. I'm feeling devilish. I can't wait.
So I'm just saying, in regards to just specifically speaking to future me, I don't care what you're thinking in the moment. If you didn't do it at episode 210, we are going to do it at episode 420, whatever, no matter what. Okay, future me?
I can't wait to corrupt you.
I'm gonna look back in 4 years and regret saying that so much, probably. But
we're gonna be filming episode 420 live together. You're gonna have a bong in front of your face. In fact, it's probably gonna be this bong right in front of your face. I'm gonna be like, "Come on, Landy, hit it, boy. Hit it, Landy, boy. Come on, hit it. Hit it. You know you want to." And you'd be like, "No, I don't want to get high." And then I'm gonna pull up this clip and be like, "Come on, you're hitting it."
Should it be should episode 420 be a live stream special if we have a big enough audience at that time?
We definitely will. There's no way 4 years into this we're not gonna have 1 million subscribers.
It'll be a stream that ends at exactly 4 minutes and 20 seconds. I mean, 4 hours, 20 minutes.
Yeah, we should start it at 4:20 and go for 4 hours and 20 minutes.
Either that or stream from 420 to 420.
That would be pretty fire, heck, dude.
The
Smoking
stream ends at 420.
smoking from 4:20 to 4:20. We gotta have something burning all day.
Just hotboxing for 12 hours or 24 hours, whatever we decide.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta show you this paper I got. Hold on.
Oh boy, I don't know anything about that.
So, let me show you. All right, a normal joint I roll is about this big. Okay. I got a paper that's this big.
Okay.
Actually, I'll just take it out of here so you can see the real paper. It's enormous.
That's what she said.
As you can see, it's like 4 times the volume. And what's crazy is, like, this is the size of, like, a normal paper right here, right? So you can see I roll bigger joints than normal, and this is way, way bigger than that. We gotta smoke a couple of these, like, these huge ones. Like, we gotta have, like, 2 or 3 of these rolled up, and we'll just have one of these burning all day.
Whatever you say. You know more about this than I do.
Yeah. Allegedly.
And, you know, it's all scripted. Thomas is playing a character.
Yeah, I'm not even smoking real weed, guys. This is,
It's,
crack.
just grass in the front yard.
Yeah. Right, let me
Everything you see on this show is scripted, and we're just playing characters.
Like I said
Nothing
on
you see on this show is
that
real.
one episode, like 4 or 5 or whatever, I'm just reading Reddit posts. It's not real.
Everything you ever see, hear us say, or do on this channel, totally scripted. Nothing we say on here is real at all.
Yeah. You guys might think I'm retarded because I, forget things a lot and, like, lose my train of thought as part of the script.
Thomas is actually, graduating top of his class at MIT.
Don't tell him I went there. You're gonna bleep that out now.
I am actually not as smart as I may seem. I'm reading from a teleprompter right now.
We did an IQ test. He
You'll never
tested
see it,
at
though.
64.
I'm dumber than Forrest Gump, all right?
I actually took an IQ test one time, and it said that I'm trying to remember what the exact wording was. It was like, our test cannot calculate an accurate number for your IQ, or something like that. Like, I took a test, and here's the thing. It goes down to 0. Or roughly 0. It doesn't actually go down to 0, but the lowest tested is like 16 or something. I'm obviously not below that because I can speak. Like, the people that test at like 50 are so dumb they can't speak, so obviously I'm like above that limit. It's not like it was so low we can't test it. But there's no way my IQ was so high they couldn't test it either. I think the website was just appalled by my answers and just was like, I don't know, man. I think I actually confused the IQ test. I think that's what it was. It's not that I'm so smart or so dumb. I think I genuinely confused the test.
IQ tests are so weird. It's just like matching shapes and stuff together.
Do you want to take an IQ test live on the air right now? We'll both take one and see what our score is.
Is there a free one you can get?
There has to be. IQ test. IQtest.net? I don't know. BMI certified IQ test. I'm gonna. IQtest.com. That's what I'm doing. Take the test.
Okay, IQ test.
Click here to test
IQtest.com.
your IQ. Yeah. Do not use a
Okay,
pen,
are
pencil,
we gonna?
paper, a calculator, or other devices during this test. During the test, you must read and respond to a total of 38 statements. Be ready to determine whether the statements are true or false. The test is
Okay,
timed, so work
I'm about to
quickly.
start.
Take enough time. Correct answers are more important than the time. Alright. I don't know. Can be spelled using only words found in Parliament. What?
Okay, so yeah, now I'm on the same one as you. Should are you gonna live stream yours since I can't like be on
Yeah, yeah.
the chat?
They're
Okay.
looking at mine and we'll compare our scores later.
Yeah, I was about to say like, I can't see yours, so we're just lock in here. How many questions are on this? I'm just curious.
I think it's a 36.
Okay, so I've got time to think about this.
Yeah, I'm trying not to like read the questions out loud because like I want to entertain the guests somehow and like keep them on track with where I am,
Right.
but I don't want to confuse you with what I'm reading.
I'm on number 3 right now.
Is that the 27 minutes before one?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so they're in the
I'm
same
do the
order.
mental math.
I'm on number 4.
10 minutes before 7.
Okay, if
Number 2 took me a minute to think of.
wait, okay, so these aren't hard questions though.
Oh, not at all.
I mean, some of them just use like a little bit of weird wording, but then when you understand what they're asking, it's not a hard question.
All right. This bicycle one is hurting my brain.
Wait, what? That was so easy. That's just math.
Number 6.
Yeah. Dude, number 8, it's a grammatical question, but you just replace one
All
of the
right, I'm there.
words. But if you just read it with the original word instead of the replaced word, you can figure out if the grammar works immediately. Like, it's not even a hard question. It's just you just don't read it as the question says it.
Right.
Are we again outsmart? Like, or sorry, am I again outsmarting an IQ test, and you're just here outsmarting it with me? Like, cause I've already done this, and like,
Per chance. Per chance.
yeah. Wait, hold on, I have a mirror. I can test this.
I'm looking into the Discord chat. This isn't illegal. It didn't say anything about using a mirror.
If Richard looks into a mirror and touches his left ear, right hand, seems to touch his right ear, last hand. Let's. No, right to left. Nope. Alright, I did a real world test. That's. I'm not gonna say my answer, but you know. How stupid is the IQ test? It's like, if you look at a mirror, would this be true or false? Like, they think I'm gonna think about a mirror in my head. No, I'm gonna look at a reflective surface. Right. The letters in the same order. What? What?
"13" is so stupid.
The seventh vowel appearing. Wait. What? How is that a question? Do you know what a fucking vowel is? Yeah.
Number what? Ugh, 15 is.
What the fuck is 15 asking?
16 hours are to 1 day, as 20 days are to June's length.
Oh. It's a question of fractions. Is 16 out of 24 the same as 20 out of 30 or 31? That depends if it's a 30 or 31 day month, because it's either a third or slightly less than a third. But June is different every year, so I mean it's it's 30 this year, but it wouldn't be the. Or wait, are the months the same? I don't know. Wait.
I think I got it. It's like, this is where calculators would really help. Calculators would help greatly here.
Yeah.
So okay, so 17 is asking you to like picture it in your head. Then that's where the IQ part's coming from.
Yeah, I guess that is the part where they're seeing if you're smart, if you can do it in your head instead of looking around and finding the solution, which is exactly what I'm doing to cheat the test. So I don't know if that's gonna. Yeah.
I'm not cheating the test at all. I'm actually doing this. I'm putting my
I'm not
actual
using a calculator
IQ.
or anything, but when it's like look at a mirror, I'm like, well, I got a mirror next to me, so I'm looking at it.
Any real person is gonna look at a reflective surface. I was like, I have a mirror partially right here. I have a mirror in the bathroom if I wanted to use one. This off. Some of these are way more chatty than they should be.
Like, I don't get 20. What are they asking?
I'm on 18 still trying to do the math. Every how hand ever.
Yeah. Yeah, 20 is confusing. I'm on 22 so far. This is a strange
21.
test. Wait, what? What the fuck? Follow the words. Alright, man, some of these are just weird.
Yeah, 23, man.
Square? What question are you on?
I'm on 30.
Alright, I'm on 32.
Trying to picture shapes in my head now.
That part's easy.
It is? You might be on a higher plane of thinking than I am.
I was gonna say, we had a conversation maybe like 8 episodes ago about the different tiers of consciousness, or what I think the different tiers of consciousness are, and I'm definitely at like the top one. So yeah, you might have a harder time visualizing things in your head than I do.
A hexagon. Like, I know what a hexagon is, and I know what a square is, obviously.
Yeah, but when they're like,
I'm
if
trying to
you
imagine.
put this on this shape, doesn't make this, you can't just like immediately see it in your head and know the answer.
Right.
Like for me, there's like, imagine this with this, and it's just like it's there, and they're like, how many things are there? And I just look at it, and I'm like, well, that many.
Right.
But like, I don't know. At the same time, if you told me to like imagine an elephant and then like count its wrinkles, I'd probably never be able to count them all.
I'm okay. I'm closing my eyes to imagine this stuff now. I'm like,
God, I hate that I actually just did the math for 35. That one sucked so much.
oh boy, I'm dreading it already. I'm not even read the question. I'm on 34.
It's not hard, it's just a lot of counting.
Wait, so they never said I can't use objects in my surroundings to like count as people, right?
I guess not. But do you actually need help
I
for
can
34?
visualize. I can visualize things.
Do you actually need help with 34? Like, visually, I read it and
I'm
it immediately made
maybe
sense to me.
I may be making things maybe making things harder than they should.
Okay, okay, I'll spell it out for you.
Okay, I got it. I got it.
Robert's taller than
I got it.
John.
I got it. I got it. I got it.
And
I
if
got it. I
Charlie is
got it. I got it. I
taller
got it.
than
I
the.
got it. I
Okay.
got it. I got it. I got it, Tommy boy.
Yeah, he's taller than the guy that's taller than the other guy, therefore, yes, the short guy's short. Wait, is that Shakes hands with each? What the fuck is. Dog, I cannot do the math for 36.
37.
Same. I'm on the last one.
Who has a donut-shaped house?
Yeah, who knows? Oh.
Alright, stop
No
timer.
way.
God. Have you
Dog.
submitted yours yet?
Dog. There ain't no way.
What?
Hold on.
Did you submit yours? I
Oh,
submitted mine.
okay. Wait.
You have to pay?
Oh, dog, you can't see anything about it without paying $20. Oh my god. What a ripoff. Nah, fuck
We just...
this.
No.
Dog.
Anti-shoutout IQtest.com. They don't even tell you. You
Everyone
have to pay
go
until
report
after.
them. Report them, please. Get their website taken
I
down.
don't. $20 to see my IQ? No. Screw you, IQtest.com. Hold on.
Alright, we got a good warm-up for...
FBI tip line. FBI tip line. Here we go. No, I'm being serious. I really hope I don't dox myself with any personal information here. No. Oh my...
To be fair, I don't think
No.
they say it's paid anywhere until you get to the end.
They don't!
That
They
might be a
don't!
scam, genuinely.
Okay. I'd like to report online.
Oh my
Online
god.
scam for honor crime. Okay, here we go. Internet Crime Complaint Center at ic3.gov. Online complaint. Here we go. Except I don't even need to read it. I hope and pray to God that I'm not doxing personal information. If I am, I will be so upset. Okay, here we go. Were you the one affected in this incident? Yes. Your contact information. Okay, real quick. If I click the drop down menu, is it gonna show? Does it show? All right. I need you to tell me. If I start. Okay, never mind. It's not. Okay, no, it's not. Okay, there is no drop down menu.
Okay.
Okay. Your contact information.
Oh,
Okay,
wait.
so now
Wait. It might
does
show that. Yeah.
did it show that?
Are you typing?
Hold on. Is it now? Is it showing anything?
Yeah, I see that.
Oh, you see that?
Yeah.
I mean, like, okay. So what I'm gonna do is we're just gonna. I'm gonna stop sharing just for a moment. I was putting in my phone number. I was just typing I just pressed the first number I saw. Okay. We'll go here, and I'll see if it has my thing on the. Yeah, I'm gonna type in my address and all that.
Thought you're gonna get a letter from
Actually,
the FBI.
should I actually report IQtest.com? Should I just stop now?
That's up to you, man.
I think I'm just gonna stop, and if they end up coming back to me, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I started thinking about reporting this
Wait.
IQtest site.
They actually list themselves as the original free online IQ test.
The test is free, but getting your results isn't.
Yeah. Alright, so
What a
anyways,
scam!
there's a website called freeiqtest.net. We could try that.
I
Or
do
just
not feel like taking another IQ
iqtest.net.
test just to get scammed.
I
I feel like I'll just get scammed again.
I kind of feel I want to take. I genuinely want to take one.
Let me know if you find one that's any good, and then drop the link. I'd take one too at this point if it's like actually good. But like if it's gonna be another one of the scam ones, I would hate to waste my time on it.
Yeah, you know what? Even if even if it is a scam, it was fun.
I mean, it almost got us one of the best moments in show history.
You know, we might get it right now. Who knows?
If I actually went through with reporting it, I enter your birthday. I don't know why that matters, but
All right.
so much easier.
There we go. Wow.
Huh?
Are
Bro,
you on
number
number
5 is
four?
tripping me
Oh.
up. I'm on number 5. Number 4 is pretty easy.
How is that
No,
easy?
I don't understand what number 5 is asking. That make any sense? Which number are you on now?
7. What
Is
about
number
you?
6 challenging you?
No.
Uh,
Okay, number 8 is extremely easy. Maybe the easiest question I've
number
ever seen.
9 is gonna be a tough one.
Oh, what the fuck?
Well, so it's 1/4, 1/2 of 1/5 of 200.
Okay, I know what it is. Well, once you figure out the first two, it's easy.
See this?
Yeah.
I'm trying to do in my head like what times 5 equals 200.
Yeah, that was the hard part. And then, like, you get to half of that, or whatever it is, and then it's like, whatever.
Okay, I think I got it. And that looked a lot harder than it really was.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, John, what do you mean you can only carry 3 bottles at a time? You have pockets.
I was also gonna say, does this guy not have a car that he can put them in?
Listen, can you not like pack 2 at a time in each hand, put 2 in your in a bag, John? You're going to a store.
Yeah.
You know what stores have, John? Bags.
John's a moron. John should take an IQ test. I want to see what John scores.
I assume that you and me both got through number 10 pretty easily, correct?
Yeah.
So you mean tell me on the last trip he's gonna be packing back just like one singular water bottle?
Yeah. That 5th trip is completely unnecessary. Just carry 4.
Listen, so I can get 2 in each hand at one time. That's 4. 2 in the pocket, 5, 6, and then 1 in the mouth. 7. I can get at minimum 7 at a time. If I'm wearing a hoodie, but guess what? That's like 2 more, so that's like 9. If I have a back pocket, does this? I don't think these pants have a back. If I have a back pocket, that's like an extra one. What is number 11? Is this like some Rick and Morty like interdimensional stuff?
Dude, wait till you get to 13, dude. I can't figure this one
If
out.
if all bloops are Razzies and all Razzies are Lassies, all bloops are definitely Lassies.
Yeah, that's a question.
You rearrange the letters Lingedna. Lingedna. What number are you on?
13.
Are you using the outside source, Tommy boy?
I, I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to cheat this one, and AI can't even figure this out.
Gedna. Okay, well, start. What you gotta do is go through the states. What states have those letters in them? Start going by like countries.
Okay, dude, AI can't even figure it out. How am I supposed to figure this out? Um, man.
What type of animal or country or state or city or ocean is this gonna be? Rearrange the letters. Lingedna. The only word I've been able to make out of this is angled.
Yeah, I got dangle,
Yeah. Oh yeah, dangled.
legenda, like a legend with a A at the end. Or oh, wait, no, wait, fuck, no, I don't know how to spell.
Are we sure this makes a country or city or animal or state or whatever it is?
There's no option for them not to.
Okay, so there's no way this is an ocean. I love how we're just working through this together because we both know how stupid this one is. This can't be an ocean because we know like all the ocean or most of the oceans. None of them sound like this. Gedna.
I figured it out.
You did?
Yeah, I'll give you a hint. We hate this place.
We do?
Yeah.
IQtest.com?
No, 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 no. Think about think about one of the guys from AW and where they might be from.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Would you say that this is Team 10's favorite city?
Yes, I would.
Oh, I never would have got it.
Man, it got to the point where I had the letters written down and I was just putting them in like different orders in my phone, being like, what kind of makes sense? And I saw E and G and I was like, England.
Boy.
Man, IQ test really tested me out here.
Ralph likes 25, but not 24. He likes 400. Bro, Ralph, why do you hate numbers?
Right?
Bro, Ralph, why are you so difficult? But it's just a number. You're gonna get a number and you're gonna like it.
Okay, it does seem like it would either be 50 or 200, right?
That's what I'm thinking.
Just which one? But uh, I'm gonna go with that one.
That's one with number 16. These number sequence ones, tough.
16 is pretty easy, actually. That's I don't mind that one at all. What's the
Okay, so it doesn't look like any of the answers on number 19 are sticking out.
where?
I don't think
How many
19 has
figures
a correct
below
answer.
the line of drawing best completes the series?
Calculating my IQ score. I got mine.
Or on question 20. Oh my god, come on. Ooh.
I'd love to know what your IQ score is.
I'd love to know what your IQ score is.
Okay, mine is 118.
Mine's 125.
Ooh,
I
all
didn't
right.
I did not think it would be that high.
So we're pretty similar. You're a little bit better at the critical thinking stuff than I am, clearly. The I
Alright,
feel like you would have been better at pattern recognition and stuff.
so here's the IQ test score scales. Under 71 is low, 71 to 84 is below average, 85 to 115 is average, so you're just above average with 116 to 144, that's where we both are. And then 145 to 159 is gifted, and over 160 is exceptionally gifted slash genius. So we're both above average. Oh,
Look at us go.
it says about 5% of the population scores above 125. I did get exactly a 125, so I'm going to go ahead and say I'm in the 5%.
Genius.
I, I honestly, after I broke one IQ test, got scammed by another, and then now taking a third, I was like, man, I gotta be so dumb just based off this. I'm gonna get like a 98. Now 125 though, that amazes me. was, I feel like that was a good point to end it off with. How are you
Yeah,
feeling
me
about it?
me figuring out that I have a at slightly above average IQ is pretty good. You find out that you have a better IQ than me. Really good point to end. Got anything else? Real quick before I forget, shout out Boat, shout out Larry, shout out Chrissy, shout out Tajigistan, shout out KFC, shout out Cows the Australian Girls, shout out Blue Moose,
Chicken Burger, shout out
shout
Jamie
out IQ
Hayter.
Test, yeah, shout out Sean, shout out Jalen. I can't believe we forgot all our mid episode shout
Shout
outs.
out Milk.
Shout out Taylor, shout out Water, shout out barbecue chicken bacon pizza, shout out microwaves, shout out Kentucky basketball, shout out to let me think who else
Kobe
we're
Bryant
forgetting.
in 03.
Did I say Shy Taylor already?
Yeah.
Screw it. Shout out Shy Taylor again. Shout out Jamie Hayter again. Shout out Jamie Hayter a third time. Shout out Kenny Omega.
Shout out Jamie Hayter's left butt cheek and Jamie Hayter's right butt cheek.
Free TK.
Yeah, free TK. Free Palestine.
Free Melly. That being said, remember to use your signal. Tip your waiter unless they suck. Also remember, pee is stored in the balls.